All right. So, welcome all of you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Oh God, no! Don't say that. Uh, Thank you guys for joining me, and I hope you guys are all ready to play some D&D. So, let's let's start off with a recap, uh, which whoever wants to can, you know. So, let's get to
So,
it.
after leaving the Ivahan, the city of promise, the city of beauty, the city where we actually bombed something and destroyed it by accident, it happened. We have successfully exited without actually executing much of our mission, but we are alive, and that's something. Sapphire actually left us, unfortunately. And one more person, I forgot his name. He was dead memorable, yes.
That was a
Over.
couple sessions before that, but okay.
So, we've entered the Fujitora territory. We've traveled across and tried to get into closer to. Let me check the map. Sakuzawa. Unfortunately, along the way, as you know, we have encountered uh, the half Onai creature. But yes, that's already happened before. And this time, we've encountered cries of a woman or something, where we went in and were attacked by Onai, big lumbering creatures. As it happens, we have defeated them in an epic battle where Clay shows why he's worthy of having a cheerleader like Yoru. And we have been visited by a dangerous looking samurai, Ronin, that seems to have a patch across one eye. Snake San has told us some information and seems to be committed to traveling with us for now. We have buried to death, and now we are preparing for the next trip.
Just to remind you, he has introduced himself as Sanjuro. So,
Century Snake.
That dude totally sounds like one of those guys. Oh yeah, I could totally beat them all, but as you know, I just didn't want to. So thankfully, you guys showed up, but I totally would have done myself.
Yep, definitely.
well, he did decapitate two of the Oni.
Didn't see it, didn't happen.
Clay
I
saw
I
it.
want I want his katana.
Why? Why have a katana when you can have a superior weapon like a two-handed or a longsword?
Katanas
Well,
can be two-handed.
Hmm.
That's
I think
Yes,
what
actually
so can a longsword.
A katana is a longsword.
Yeah.
That's what a Japanese longsword is a katana. Yeah.
A longsword is better built than a fucking katana, which is just folded sheet metal.
agreed.
Uh,
But,
you
but
can't
by the way, if I
decapitate a
can
person
ask,
with a Go
what
ahead.
is what is Japanese alternative to rapier?
Well, you would use a wakizashi,
I
or
want that.
A waka
that's
waka.
what I, wakizashi. Tanto is a dagger.
I
I
want
am basically
bakizashi.
yeah. Wakizashi is like rapier, short sword. It's the finesse weapon.
Otherwise, I will change my name of the weapon to rapier of raping.
No.
Where
no,
are we
no, no, no,
going
no,
here?
no, no, no,
We
no,
already
no, no.
had one of those last session, so last
No.
We
campaign.
had
So
one
we
of
don't
those
need
in the
another one.
fucking Sunday session. We had one of those in the fucking Friday
Please
session.
don't. No.
I don't care if it's one of those things where it's just like differences of words. No.
Well, okay, well, it's better than when in a Saturday game where one of my
Oh my
teammates
days.
he he's especially he makes a French accent and he calls his horse Happy Neck.
Oh God. Okay. So I will go ahead and gift you that inspiration, Tara. So
Yay! Wild dice. Another one.
yeah,
At the moment, I'm just gathering them.
you're just gathering them.
Is it 1d6 still?
It's a one d
Is it
six. Yeah,
1d6 still?
yeah.
It
What
won't
I'm
go
looking
up.
for.
Don't worry.
No,
It's not gonna increase in potency.
no,
I would love it to increase, like, to be back inspiration.
no. It's not like that. Well, I don't want to like undercut your bark inspiration at layer levels. That's
Oh,
why it's
fair
set to
enough.
a one d six.
Fair enough.
So okay, so as you guys, some of you battered and bloodied worse than others, with cuts and gashes from claw and bites and weaponry that the Oni wielded.
Mhm.
The
I'm back. Carry me.
No. Anyways, so continue, Chris.
the uh,
Oh, you know.
the samurai the samurai will just kind of as he has decapitated the Oni that you guys struck down, ensuring that they stay dead. Uh, and as you see that they're as he had decapitated them, their bodies begin to basically turn to ash, and just that's all that remains that as it be is washed away in the rain. You guys begin to make your way back to your vehicle of transportation. The samurai will offer any assistance to any of you that need like a hand, getting back to your vehicle, and he'll just kind of just begin asking you guys questions, like, and feel free to answer anyone that wants to. Um, Along the lines of like, how'd you guys come upon these monsters, and what drove you to you know face off with them?
Well, as I mentioned, we were attacked by one just the other night. As for these ones, one of our dear friends heard screaming, and as to why I fought them, I don't like innocents getting hurt.
He'll kind of look to you and nod, saying, "Hmm, you are a very gallant
Ooh,
soul."
So
also
full
that.
that, yeah, there's also a pool that actually fits. I try my best, honestly.
I'm his cheerleader.
What is a cheerleader?
A person who, that's actually a good question. I don't have the definition.
He just kind of looks at you, like, all right. Well,
Someone that supports the person with their enthusiasm and reminds them that it's a good thing what they're doing.
he'll kind of look you up and down and see just the state you're in. Is it also
Yes, I got hurt this time.
yes? Maybe it's not best to be a cheerleader so close on the battlefield, um, or you will inevitably get hurt like you are now.
I think Gap will just, kind of like he's like semi-napping. He's listening into the conversation, but he's like kind of like laying across the free seat, and he'll just go, "Oh, I think you should not underestimate her. She can defend herself quite well."
That I don't doubt, as she is still alive, but she's clearly, well, he kind of gestures to Clay. Well, less. Hmm, never mind.
Go on. No, go on. No, I want to hear what less what.
Less martially capable.
Well, just because she's
Oh,
less partially capable doesn't mean she cannot do things.
No, that is true. I do not know her skills, what she's able to do, but
oh, don't worry. I'm totally useless.
maybe it best that she be protected by those that are more martially capable.
Exactly. In the world where they appreciate only the strength of your arms, I'm useless.
I'm sure there are other qualities that you have that are very admirable.
Nope, nope, I don't.
Oh,
He,
very well then.
he'll kind of like raise his head, look at her, but not say it. He just kind of like quickly raise his head, go back down to like sleep position.
I can cook.
That's good. Traveling on the road, it's always good to have a good meal. I find that a warm, hearty cooked meal can often stave off any of the troubles of traveling on the road. Anyway, so uh, where are you all heading?
Sakuzawa, west.
Sakuzawa. Ah, do you mind if I accompany along with you until you reach the city?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
We
Excellent.
can always use another strong hand.
Uh, by the way, Clay, are you wearing the kind of like poncho
Poncho.
that you got?
Yeah,
Okay. All right. So,
kind of bloody right now because all the
yeah.
fighting.
Hmm.
Oh,
But
let me clean that prestidigitation.
all right.
It's nothing. There's nothing interesting in the prestidigitation this time.
Okay. So yeah, you just clean, just kind of wave your hand. The blood that was there is now gone.
Okay, there's something. There are sparkles around.
Sparkles are neat.
Shing, sparkle, sparkle. Okay. So, uh, as you say that he can accompany you, he will bow to you guys respectfully. Say, thank you very much.
Ooh.
Your mode of transportation is a very fine one. Uh, as you kind of like go to the cabin and open up the door.
I thought we were moving this whole time. What the fuck?
No, no, you guys were just walking back to the cabin or walking back
Jack
to your
just
vehicle.
decided. Jack just decided to lay down on the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking because of the whole time I was thought.
No, no, you weren't back yet. No.
Bro, what the fuck? Actually, no, no. It is logical because I was one
Carry
of the
me.
first people to go back.
Carry me.
It's a bit late there.
Mm.
A bit late there. Because I was the first to leave. I did offer anyone if they wanted to,
Yeah.
stay with me, but nobody wanted. So I was the first in the cart. So technically, I could be in the cart. I'll just retcon anything instead. Basically, I'm in the cart, and
Mhm.
I'm gonna be on one of the sides where basically, because I assume we have like those long benches, right,
Mhm.
in the cart, right, for seating. So I'll just occupy one and just lay down on that one.
Okay. So yeah, as he kind of
I'll be being chilling.
opens up your the door and just kind of to get in, he kind of like stops for a moment. It's like, Oh, uh, there you are. Uh, And he'll kind of look over towards Ginkgo. It's like, and he's kind of then kind of look back towards all of you. Are you all aware that you're traveling with a child?
Yes.
Oh shit, you're still here?
What do you mean? What the fuck?
The warrior's not gonna make her go away, Tara.
She wants to be the only one with people.
Why do we have her?
Because we're taking care of her.
This is out of character, by the way. Why do we still have her? I mean this.
Terry hates children,
This-
confirmed.
Yes, but this is dangerous for children.
I don't know, ever since we got the character, especially remember back in when I was still playing Rockpile, ever since we had her, everyone just took her in like, hell yeah, she's with us now, let's go.
Oh,
Fable is dad.
okay.
Fable and Ryu are her new fathers.
The cutest gay couple around.
They love her, and they knew her for 5 minutes and they loved her already. And if anything bad happened to her, they would kill everyone in the area and then themselves.
Yes.
Oh my god, I love
Took
the office.
so much for me not to say cake up, and then Tom goes and says it.
Anyway, Ginkgo will just kind of like just be kind of like not like afraid of the one-eyed samurai, but will just be kind of like just shy, just kind of keeping to herself as he'll climb on in. The samurai will just kind of like bow to her and introduce himself, being respectful, and then take a seat. And rest of you guys can climb aboard your the wagon, or well, Clave, your goat.
Around.
Sorry, ram, right? Not a goat, a ram.
It only has the stats of a goat, but it's the ram.
I guess if there's like less space now, I guess we'll just kinda like look at you and go, if you want you can have a nap here. Just kinda like pats his chest like you can have a nap. Let them have the seat.
Oh, there should be room to accompany you guys, because I mean it was built for with the like for like a group of like 6 people. So, and with two of you riding up front, there's plenty of room for you. All right.
He was gonna look, it goes, actually no for such the whole thing. Anyway, kinda like leans back a bit more like, okay, well I'm picking him up, but you didn't really for me because
Hey, Clay.
Hmm?
I wanted to talk with you.
Alright, about what?
I didn't really hide that I don't like the guest territory before, right? And I'm getting even weirder sense around these things now. And I learned to trust my senses. Can you can you maybe can we maybe stop maybe hour or 2 hours out of the city and let me enter first? See what I can find out?
Sure, I don't see why not. Getting some information ahead of time should be useful.
You never know. I thought you might object, you know? You guys don't seem to trust me much.
Because you sus as fuck.
I think it's more you don't. I think it's more you don't trust us. But okay then. We can discuss
Oh, I
that
trust you
then.
with my life. I wouldn't trust you with my purse, but there's something else.
I wouldn't really need your purse. Hmm.
What do you mean you would? I spent a lot of gold on you.
It's a weird conversation. if you feel like going into the city and getting some information, I don't see why not. We're in a new territory where they have strict rules, so it can be really useful for us.
I still have some contacts in Sakusawa. I didn't venture farther much, so this is probably the only city I can help with this way in this territory.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, we could use your expertise.
Good. So we have a card.
Mhm.
All right. So as you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and measure this just to be sure. Okay, so you guys still have like a day's worth of travel left, or a day and a half. So as you guys begin traveling for the rest of the day, pushing on till gets dark. So you guys get about right there. You guys pull off the side of the road to the side of the road, just you know about maybe like 30 feet from the road. Find a nice clearing where you guys can set up a camp for the night. Sandro will do his best to aid you as he can, fetching firewood and whatnot.
Do you need me to go out and get something for the dinner, or are we good? Looking at the party.
How far away are we from the city? Sorry, I missed that.
About a half day's travel.
Okay.
So,
I would love it, Kev, if you brought some meat.
Okay, well, it seems like the rest of the party is not so hyped about it.
Well,
They're vegetarians, don't worry about it.
Fucking standing there, like, okay, shit, and they're alive.
I was kind of hoping the rest of the party would talk as well. That's the
But I want
thing.
to ask questions, either Terra answering or the GM, so I kind of want to include the rest of the party here, but no one's
Yeah.
fucking answering.
well, I was trying to, just get editing out faster. Um, y- you can go cast this shit, that's perfectly fine. Uh, probably use fresh meal besides the rations I have on me.
It sounds like there's gonna be a bot there, but is there?
No.
Okay. Okay, well, I see two of you. Ginko, you're probably eating, right?
she was just kind of like uh just finds like a rock to sit on, and just kind of she kind of like rub her stomach as you can hear it growling. It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
they're eating, yeah. Okay. Oh, Clay, we. No? Okay, cool.
Yes,
so,
go get food.
Oh, so you can talk. Oh, look at that. Hmm. Oh, okay, I'm gonna go get something then.
Sandro.
I'm gonna join him first.
Sorry, what were you?
I'm gonna join him.
Oh, you're gonna join the hunt?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
Alright.
learn things.
So,
Very good.
Sandro wishes you to happy hunting and safe hunting as well.
Well, I guess if there's a bit more of us, I should probably get something bigger than rabbits or something. Well, yeah. You say we're a local, right? What's a good animal to hunt for meat? What do you guys usually hunt here?
You can hunt many things. Nature is full of wonders.
Just
Deers.
look at it like I I understand how nature works. Yes, that's very nice to you, reading. But I was asking specific animals here, like there's,
Uh,
there are plenty of them, yes, but like maybe something more specific.
Hey, roll me an intelligence save.
Oh boy. That came out of nowhere. What
deserves-
the hell happened?
That deserves intelligence.
16.
Oh my god, dude.
Okay.
What is but
Your head begins to kind of hurt a bit, and you kind of get flashes of memories of yourself running through a wooded area, chasing what appears to be like a wild boar.
Ah,
You okay there, bud?
ugh. Not my head.
What your
Uh,
head?
s- Speaking of hunting game,
Mm-hmm.
boars.
Oh, you
There's a
have
lot
that
of
here
boars.
too. That could actually be quite good. We could actually, if we don't eat all of it, you can actually ration its meat quite well. Okay,
Boars.
you know what? You know what? Oh, we can hunt. Let's watch. Let's first of all see if there's any around here. If there is any around, we two of us should probably take down one of them at least, if not more. So, come on, off we go.
All right. So, uh, I will need either some nature or survival check from you guys.
Sure. And
You
since
would have
I had
advantage.
Oh,
Well, you would have
sur-
advantage too, Geth, because you're used to hunting
survival,
these things. So,
oh.
okay.
survival.
Uh,
Yeah,
nature or
you roll,
survival.
you roll.
Okay, so since I'm hunting for an animal, it's gonna be an expertise. So, oh
Uh,
boy,
Oh, holy shit.
okay.
yeah, I think we get item.
How
We
did
got
you
it.
get a plus 10? What the fuck?
I
It's a
have a +7,
he has a high
plus
wisdom.
two.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, how the fuck do you have a plus 7? Wait, that means you have plus 4 wisdom
Yeah.
He's got
and
he's
a 5 strength?
Uh-huh.
How did you get
Yeah.
that? What the fuck?
he rolled for
Items.
stats,
Items.
and also the items too. The headband gives
Yeah,
him
the item.
an
Yeah,
automatic
the headband,
wisdom.
you're right. Yeah, we gave you that, didn't we? Yeah.
It gives him
The
an automatic
headband gives
19
you expertise on anything
You're right.
if you're proficient
wisdom
in it
related.
already.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
anything wisdom, just nature and survival checks
Survival.
that
Yeah, they're good.
relate to animals.
Well, thankfully it
Mhm.
wasn't good for you. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Right?
So,
What we get?
all right. So as you guys go hunting for food, Ryu's you're kind of tracking the animal. You find traces of where a boar or two have been through this area recently, and you begin pursuing it. As you and Geth are traveling through the forest at night, uh, using. Do you guys have? Oh, Geth doesn't have dark vision, does he?
Don't
He
need one.
does. I think all guys get one, don't they?
No.
Oh damn.
So,
It's
I
okay,
have
I
dark
use
vision.
the location anyways.
but you guys are kind of using the moon and starlight to kind of try to light your way as best you can for Geth. Uh, Ryu, as you are running with Geth, trying to track down this animal quietly. So stealth checks from you two. 'Cause I'm sure you
Alright,
probably
man.
don't want to alert this animal.
How far is the animal?
Uh, not really sure how to gauge how far it is, but I'm pretty sure an animal would probably notice the sounds of a like running a lot more easily. So,
How far is it though? Like 30 feet?
Yeah, that's a
no,
good
it's
good
farther
question.
than that. You're gonna have to
Oh
track it
crap.
for like probably like a good like few hundred yards.
Well, wait for tracking. We don't. If you track,
Oh
you better
god.
fucking run. What the fuck?
Well, just trying to catch up to it, getting closer to where it was. So
Okay, sure.
this hunting will probably take you guys at least a good half hour at least, I'll say.
Well,
So,
Reasonable.
don't mind.
but Ryu, as you are running along with Geth, you kind of get flashes of the scenery kind of changing, of it from going from nighttime to daytime, and you see Geth's appearance change to that of someone else, someone whose face you can't see.
Geth, are you doing some sort of magic trick?
Or
What is up with your face?
It's
or
back to
what,
normal.
what's up with it?
It's just like secondary flashes, just lasting a second or two.
Never
You
mind.
you seem hopefully good though, buddy.
The sort of a long day. Let's continue.
I mean, you did get bonked pretty fucking hard. Yeah, correct.
Yes, by ally.
Well, I did warn you multiple times. Don't go there, but then you kind of did. So
Hmm. No apology, nothing. Just a
I
warning.
mean, do I have to apologize if you were the one that caused your own incident?
All
Okay,
right,
you know
Gaff.
what? If it makes you feel better, I can apologize. But I'll just let you know I didn't do nothing.
Here, Gaff. Watch out where you hit next time, or else I won't hesitate to strike you. In
Of
future battles, of
course.
course.
Is it a challenge?
Yes, that is a challenge.
Ooh, spicy, aren't we? Okay, okay.
Okay, first.
And thus the PvP begins. Oh god.
Hey, he hit me first!
I know.
Did not warn you. That's all up to you, fast.
You spoke too much out of character. I didn't know if you were speaking in character. Go on, Karst.
Alright, so as you guys are hunting and infighting, arguing, it's like, God, you guys, jeez, you're both beautiful people, God.
Oh my god.
Back at camp, you guys get a campfire going, and Sandro will just kind of find a just kind of like a fallen tree that he just kind of rolls over to the campfire and well to your guys' camping spots, and we'll just sit down and begin to kind of clean and sharpen his sword. You know, basically just do routine maintenance on it. So, where are you traveling from?
Um, well, we all met up in the kingdom of, I forgot what's it called. Great Fable. Great,
Raishan?
beautiful. Yes, thank you. Thank you, random voice in the sky.
Welcome.
But here,
Ooh, cool.
But yes, we're traveling from the Raishen Kingdom.
Oh, far or close to the border? Hmm.
Um, we're very far from the border, really. So, well, where we started was far from the border, but then we were in close to the border. I don't know how to
Hmm.
answer this one, Karst. It's kind of
Hmm.
confusing.
I, he just kind of looks to you and says, uh, "Well, just I ask because I recognize some of the handiwork from the cart right from Iwahana."
And yes, we were actually there for a while where we got this cart.
How how is the old gal doing?
Pretty well, according to my giant friend. Really well. I'm not asking any questions about that.
You see a kind of a small smile appear on Sandro's face as he's kind of begin to kind of chortle softly. Uh, uh, that old gal's still living a rambunctious life. I see.
Yeah, apparently so.
Glad to hear she hasn't changed much. Have to swing on by Wahana sometime in the future and well, check in and say hello. Glad to hear that she's doing well still. So, what brings you all to Fujitora Kingdom then? I hear the Raishen Kingdom is fairly nice and hospitable. Why did you come to this cold land filled with cold people?
Um, one of my one of my friends apparently believes he came from here. He doesn't really remember much, but we believe we might be able to find answers of who he was before, or maybe what happened to make him lose his memory. As for me, I'm mostly just traveling, learning about the other gods of this place. Nothing too fancy or important.
Ah, a devotee, I see.
Mhm.
Hmm. Well, you are in for a long pilgrimage then, and an unsafe one at that. These lands have grown dangerous in the last few months, from what I've been able to uncover myself and have heard from my fellow hunters. Plus, some of the kingdoms are a lot less welcoming of strangers than others.
So I've noticed.
Where are you
Who's
from?
I originally hailed from the small village of uh, Kawa. I'll ping it for you guys.
That's a long way off.
It is. I have not been home for some time, and while my homeland is not the most peaceful, I still miss it.
Then maybe you could return.
I will, one day. Once my job is done, I'm hoping to get a small bit of respite. So, it's
And what is your job?
monster hunting.
Hmm, that doesn't sound like a one-time thing. It sounds like more continuous thing.
It is. But I am not alone. There are others, my brothers and sisters that fight, you know, these creatures that would prey upon the weak and helpless. So, I did not want to be rude, but I feel I must ask. Why do you travel with one such as them? And he'll gesture to Yoru.
I was tasked with a job that has led me to join forces with these kind folk. My contract uh, has led me thus far from home, and so the job is not one for solo mission. Requires multiple different people who are tasked with different specialties. My skills alone are not enough to defeat the adversary that we were seeking. It's recently slipped through our grasp.
I see. That explains a lot then. Often, those of your profession do not often come out of the shadows.
No, and I do my best to stick to them when I can.
He would kind of look around to the rest of the group. That might be difficult with the company you're traveling with.
Very true.
I am quiet as a whisper.
I
So,
don't like stealth.
Those for pussies, bro.
so. Well, I wish you all safe travels then, wherever you go to next.
Oh, are you leaving us?
No, but once we go our separate ways in Sakuzawa, I'm not sure if I will run across you all again.
What
But
are you looking for in Sakusawa?
a place where I can report in the Oni that I slayed, and the others that you have slayed as well.
Oh, so there is a reporting place.
A place where I can get a message out. Back to Central, yes.
Hmm.
So, it's important that we report on the numbers that we have slain, so we can do our best to keep an accurate track of how many are out there, at least as close as we can. These creatures, despite their size, can be quite wily and well, slip through the shadows. It is not often that they attack in daylight, like they did yesterday. I assume it was because of the thunderstorm that was going on. Well then, he just kind of look over towards just out into the darkness, and as he kind of will smile a bit. Ah, it seems your friends are back with a successful hunt. As you guys kind of look over, you guys can see. Those of you with dark vision can see more easily, um, but see Geth coming back, carrying on his shoulders the body of a dead boar. And Ryu is just busy, kind of like cleaning his blade.
Dinner, everyone say dinner.
Ginkgo will kind of jump up, going, "Dinner!"
At least someone.
He's like, "Meat, meat, meat, meat."
Fuck yeah. Okay, well, we already, drained it and now we just need to prepare it, so. I guess.
Bring it here. Maybe I can do something about it.
Yep, do your thing that you did last time, I don't know.
I will definitely try.
Apparently.
So for cooking tools, is it dexterity? Wisdom?
Um, has your character cooked wild boar before?
Yes.
She has. Okay.
He cooked with us previously.
Um, I know she cooked previously, but cooking, what she cooked previously, cooking wild boars, it's like, you know. All right. I guess this would be just a wisdom check to know, how hot to cook the meat and for how long.
Boar is just basically pig, but a bit tougher.
Yeah. Ooh, 20. Okay.
Pig.
That's with
That's
proficiency.
nice.
Not it's not a natural 20, but dirty 20.
Yeah, with proficiency
Okay.
for the cooking tools.
Yeah, of course. All right. Why you need giant boars? Become hog riders.
Alrighty.
Okay, so yes. Anyway, so you guys. Uh, sorry. I'm trying to remember what your name was now. Yumi. I was gonna say something else. Yumi, as you begin cooking the boar, uh, with did you are you going to skin it yourself, or are you gonna have someone else help you with that?
I will definitely have someone else help me with that.
All right.
Hopefully Rio or Gav.
I got you. I got you.
Okay. So with Guest's aid, as he begins to skin the boar, Ginkgo just definitely not watching this part. Uh,
I probably would go like behind a tree or something, so it's not
yeah,
in the middle of the camp.
yeah. Um, you kind of skin and uh, detusk the boar. Uh, you bring it back to Yumi.
Anyone do you want to toast?
I mean, the boar, I'm sorry to interrupt, is a large creature. You don't really need to skin all of it or everything, you know. I just need let's say, 3-4 pounds of flesh right now to start the stew. Add some carrots, a bit of mushrooms, onion, rosemary, thyme, sage, juniper.
Oh, we're making a stew. Okay.
Add a bit of red wine.
Are you getting all
Red
this?
wine. I understand the spices, but where the fuck did you get the red wine?
Exactly. Anyway,
I'm a bard.
so
She's a Facebook mom. She always has wine.
Geth brings back a uh, skinned and picked clean, gutted boar body for Yumi, which you then proceed to cut up what you need and toss it into the stew and begin cooking it up. Probably tossing in a little bit extra because of Geth, and he's a big guy. He needs a big hearty meal to keep himself going.
Lots of protein.
Oh yeah, protein. Ooh. Yeah. So yes, but you guys kind of sit back and just enjoy the smell of the wild boar stew cooking, which will take probably about a good hour to kind of properly you know cook it fully, and have it the meat softened up enough, because the wild boar meat is kind of tough. Not very soft meat, but uh, marinating in the stew softens it up for you.
Mm-hmm.
So after God, all let's talk about this stew making me hungry. Sorry. uh,
Eat later, Mr. Park.
yeah.
You
my,
have
my,
DMing to do, goddammit.
yes. I'll power through. So yes, focus. So after about an hour, the stew is ready, and you guys are dished up. Uh, I don't know if you guys have bowls or spoons to eat with. Not
Why
even.
the fuck would we not have that?
Why wouldn't you?
If we have a whole fucking cooking utensil to make the thing in, I think we would be smart enough to fucking bring eating utensils with us.
Good point. I'll just say, for brevity's sake, yeah, you do. That they were supplied by Yumi.
Hit
Uh,
with your sword. Easy.
Well, if you say so.
so
Kidding.
you guys enjoy a nice, uh, well, home cooked meal for the sake of it. You know, um, and it is very good, very tasty. Uh, the vegetables and the meat have all kind of softened, and from cooking in the stew, and the vegetables have soaked up the juices from the meat, so they're very savory. With the added spices, it adds enough of a kind of a kick and flavor to tantalize the taste buds.
Well, damn, Yumi, I don't know what the fuck you out of here, but tastes real good.
She added love.
No. What's that?
And carrot.
All the carrots.
She does love carrots.
Zandra will just kind of very quietly just kind of eat and quickly finish off his bowl. Like, that was very delicious. Thank you very much for the meal.
Happy to be of use.
Mm.
Hey, Ryu. How you doing over there?
You might be. You did act a bit weird once we were in the forest. Kept
Okay.
asking weird questions, acting weird. Also challenged me to a duel, which I thought was quite brave.
Oh, he said BRB. He's going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I heard everything. I'm back. I heard everything.
Oh,
I'm back.
welcome back.
Just what to say. Okay.
Okay. Holy shit. Sorry for being late. I'm sorry. What did you say?
How you doing? Everything good?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you for the meal, by the way.
Hmm. You've been quiet lately. Just checking.
Thank you for checking.
Well, all that things I said still stands, so.
Read.
Do with that information what you will.
Sorry, Ryan. Did you hear what Guest said?
Yeah, that I did some weird stuff in questioning in the forest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Let's just say, while you were asking, for Ryu, Tara, that he was, sort of out of it. He was daydreaming.
He was off in another world. Got it.
Yes.
In Elden Ring!
So,
Uh, ow.
anyone want to say anything else?
Jordan will look up. Death.
Hmm?
He challenged you. I mean, you did hit him. So,
We already had this song, but as I said, if he actually wants to do it, I don't mind. A good sparring practice is never, too bad.
I think it'd be a little more than sparring than.
Oh well, like he has his, as you would say, benefits, and I do have mine.
That is
But I
true.
think in a fight, he would be in a little bit of a disadvantage against me, but I think we're pretty evenly matched.
Just be more guarded next time.
Hmm. Well, maybe next time also you should probably listen to what I say and actually think of doing it. Like, I understand we all make mistakes and stuff, but if someone is saying something repeatedly, you might want to listen to it.
You just have a unique way of doing things that is different from what I'm used to.
That's true. Well, it might be, a reason for that, but,
Yes.
can't really say it because. Kinda like, not so subtly nods his head towards the fucking.
Yeah, they understand, you know. Um,
What? What did I do?
Are you?
you.
If I wanted to talk about you, we would already say your name.
Mm, I have a question. How does one become a slayer?
Hmm. Sandro could kind of stop his mid main like as he kind of resumed kind of maintenance on his blade. Just kind of stop and look to you. It takes training, years of training to learn how to fight against these monsters. We train in the art of killing them. Though there are different trainers who train for in different ways for different fighting styles. And then you need a specially forged blade. A blade that can injure these monsters. A blade that, well, is the antithesis to their nature. These creatures are evil. Evil courses through them. Evil is their flesh. Our blades are forged to burn away evil. Not that different from yours, I suspect. Though I will admit I have not seen a blade of such design or craftsmanship before. You have an odd fighting style. Are you self-taught?
Um, in a way, you could say that, yes.
I see. Well, your fighting style lacks elegance, but is effective nonetheless. Though you could learn to hone your strikes better. I saw from when I was chasing those others that some of your swings went wide. You missed your target completely. For us hunters, we hone our strikes to make sure that they never miss. Because one missed strike could mean the end of our life or the life of an innocent. And you
Don't
see,
want to so mean or anything, but I would call bullshit on not missing strikes. I don't see how you could not miss sometimes, especially if your enemy is quite agile.
there is the occasional time then that can happen, yes. There have been a few monsters that we've come across that are faster than we expected. But we have to adapt quickly and adapt to that speed of theirs.
It's not always about landing your attack. You sometimes have to manage to land a blow and maintain your balance. If you if you slash wildly, swing wildly, you'll be out of breath and that'll leave you open. You should know that. And I look at Geth.
Have you seen me out of breath?
No. I,
No.
I thought you know since you're a fine warrior, aren't you?
Well, I wouldn't say like I'm some crazy, warrior has trained by slashes for God knows whatever reason, but I just know where to hurt the enemy. It's more like not like knowing how to gracefully slash something. I just know where to hit to get the maximum effect out of the hit.
Sandra will just kind of just smirk a bit. So your approach to combat is hit something hard repeatedly over and over and hope it breaks before you do.
Mm, you could say that in a way, but you assess the situation by getting to the combat. If you cannot take him out by one hit, try to, disable him as much as you can. Basically, make sure that you're the only one that's fighting.
Well, a word of warning to you then in the future. Do not get yourself surrounded.
I mean, there's just more enemies to slay than I don't see. I have been surrounded many times, and here I am.
And you kind of look
Like,
around.
I understand what you're trying to do here, but um,
You'll kind of look around
you're
though at everyone else, and it looks like you've surrounded yourself with capable allies too, to have your back.
hmm, pure coincidence, honestly. But you know what? I don't regret. This is the first time I'm hunting in a pack, and so far it's been fun.
Definitely makes the meals more enjoyable.
You could say that. I don't know what the hell she does with whatever she does with it, but goddamn, tastes amazing.
Indeed. Thank you. Was it Yumi? You.
Yep. Power of love.
Thank you for
Is that
the
some good
fight
spice?
for the fine meal.
What? What do you mean? Well, of course. This is made with love. You don't want to try a food that's been made with hate, don't you?
Actually, sounds kind of interesting. How would that taste?
Oh,
Really, really badly.
Like a dirty sock.
Why have you eaten socks, especially the dirty ones?
I'm surprised Geth knows what socks are.
What? Who the fuck has not seen socks?
Geth
Goliath who lives in the middle of nowhere.
Geth is a
Dude, I live in
barefoot
the
man.
fucking village. We still have trade there. Like, come on,
Yeah.
just because he doesn't wear socks doesn't mean other people.
Anyway,
I apologize.
so
Like,
carry
what?
carried on.
How offended you with my socks? I apologize. It's
Oh
like,
goodness, poor Geth.
this controversy is the one that broke the fucking party.
Oh
Imagine.
goodness. Okay, so did you guys enjoy your meal and kind of do your best to kind of stow away, wrap up, and preserve what's left of the boar meat for later.
If we salt it, will last longer.
If there's anything else you guys would like to discuss before getting, going on watch and rest, do so now.
Actually, what are the watches? What are we thinking here?
That's a good question.
it's not play well asked our dear new friend. I'll say it's not too much trouble. Could you teach me how your the Slayers are able to focus more on their strikes?
I He kind of raises a brow, kind of like shocked by the question. I've never been asked that before, but I would be willing to teach you what I can in the short time we have left.
I'd also like to learn from you. As Regis like stands up and comes closer.
Very well. Uh, then on our watch, I will teach you what I can. Though whether or not you can put it into practice is another thing. So do not expect a drastic change in your ability with the short time we have.
manages to just like Twitch chat, just hit lol. At the end of the day, just hit. It's that easy.
Just hit.
Just hit.
All right. So I guess for first watch, for the first few hours.
I'll take the last one.
Okay. So last one, we have Geth. For mid watch, anyone else? Anyone want to take mid watch?
Which shift is Sandro taking?
He'll take first one.
I'm assuming the first one.
I'll take the first two.
Okay.
I'll take the
It's
first
like-
one as well, because I want to learn his swingy thing.
Okay.
He's getting real desperate.
All right. So
So much.
Ryu will take a second watch as well. Anyone want to join Ryu or Geth, or is it just those guys alone on their watches?
I will take third watch. That way I get my 4 hours of credits.
Okay.
I would like to take third watch with Yoru.
So we have three people on third watch and Ryu by himself on second watch. Okay.
Classic.
We have three people. Hey Yoru, can we take fourth watch?
If you want to
I
give.
want to talk with.
Okay. I mean, that's up to Yoru.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, Geth, you lucked out. You get a shorter watch. You only.
No,
I
see,
figured
if
the
that's
watch
your
took.
fourth watch, I get gonna be like, I mean, I could just sleep the whole night. I don't really mind.
I mean, watches are like 2 hours each, so there's 4 watches. So I mean,
Well, they can be stretched out a bit into 3 watches.
yeah.
They can be. So it can be either short or longer. Depending on how many people will watch. So
True.
I mean,
The idea for me is to do something with, Jen's character,
okay, yeah,
if you don't mind.
I don't.
Yeah, I'll just go sleep. I'll go sleep.
okay.
Okay.
You sleepy guy.
So we'll probably say, just so Tara's character can get enough sleep, we'll say by the time like fourth watch would come up, you know, you would wake up, Tara, and could join Yoru for the watch then, for the final part of the watch. If that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you guys would still have like, at least a couple
Oh,
hours
yeah,
talking,
yeah.
so.
Yeah.
All right, so as the rest of you guys go to get some rest of whatever sort that is for you all, Sandro will kind of lead Clay and Ryu kind of not too far away, but just a bit away from the rest of the camp and where everyone's sleeping to basically demonstrate and train with you guys and show you how he was taught to fight. So, as he kind of finds a nice kind of clearing for you guys, he'll draw his sword and will kind of not grip his blade as tightly as you would expect. He seems to be kind of more loose and fluid with it. But you see him kind of taking a stance, which is different from how Ryu takes a stance for when he fights. And he'll just kind of look to you. The way I was taught was to be nimble and flexible, to be able to work my way around my enemy's weapons and attacks, to strike where I need to be, to hopefully take off their head in one fell swoop. And as he kind of says this to you, just kind of see him just kind of like taking a deep breath and just exhale very softly and slowly. And as he does, he just kind of closes his one eye. And as you guys kind of blink, you see that he's moved like 20 feet from where he was, and every blade of tall grass that was kind of around him has been cut down evenly, just going in like a straight line 20 feet.
Ree, seeing that, will hold his chin and just say, "That is quite impressive."
Hmm.
Mhm.
Well, the I don't know what school you were taught or what technique you were studying, but I specialize in the Aijutsu school.
Hmm.
And what we're meant to do is to always manage to do swift blows, draw our swords, and put it back in the scabbard as fast as possible.
I
We can
see.
be on the offensive and defensive side.
Ryu, roll me a wisdom save.
Oh no! Why?
As you spout
I
this
just said
interesting bit of info out just randomly. Alright. Your head begins to hurt a lot as you kind of have flashes of some type of training field. And you just kind of wonder, like, where did you these words come from? You've never mentioned this or even knew this before.
ooh, ooh. Uh, yeah, I'm sorry. Back to your saying?
Uh, Sandra will just kind of look to you as like, "Are you all right?"
Just a minor headache. Go on. Sorry for bothering you.
It's all right, but interesting. Your way of fighting doesn't seem that far different from mine. I was trained in the style, in the fighting style of the Windblade. To
The
have
wind blade.
a blade that, fighting with a blade style that is light and quick and almost invisible to the naked eye, like wind.
That is quite interesting.
It is a style that has served me well, and I've done my best to hone my skills and master it in the last, well, 20 years I've been fighting. Now then, let me see how you two fight. Take your stance, ready your blade, and strike at the air as if you're trying to strike a foe.
Okay. Is there anything specific you want me to roll, Karth?
Just you two just roll your just an attack roll each.
Okay. Watch as I miss.
No, you'll hit. You'll hit.
Alright, hype man, I got it.
I believe in you. Use bless if you can.
You blessed if you can.
Uh, okay. Ryu will sort of stand in this pose and put his hand over his katana's handle. And it's raining, right?
No, the rain has stopped by this time.
Ah. And as soon as he blinks, he tries to do a swift blow.
Okay.
Oh shit! Oh no, that's my wooden katana. Can I use my I didn't mean to do that.
I think the roll would be the same with
It's
the
the
other one.
same.
So
My God.
All right. So C kind of watches. He'll nod. It's like, I see. Again. As he'll kind of just walk around you guys, just kind of watching from, just kind of trying to watch you guys from every angle that he can. As you guys are taking practice swings with your weapon, trying swinging as if you're trying to strike a foe. It's like, I see. Hmm. Ryu, while you may have trained in this Iaijutsu style, as you mentioned, it seems while your body may remember the movements, it seems that your mind is unsure of them. I do not know what has happened to you in your life, but it seems your mind and body are out of sync. To truly harness your fighting style, your mind and body must be as one. Muscle memory can only take you so far. And for you, Clay, your sword is a large one, a mighty one. A blade such as that looks like it will require great strength to wield it properly. To be able to strike quickly with such a blade, well, that will require even more strength than I think you currently have. But I believe that strength you can acquire one day through rigorous training. Have you ever tried using a weighted sword, for a training weapon, to increase your strength?
Can't say that I have, no.
Might want to look into it. It's a very simple prospect. It is a reinforced metal pole that has weights fixed and attached to it. The weights can shift and move slightly, causing you to have to focus and better your strength to adjust to the shifting of the weight. Such a training item might benefit you with the weapon that you use. You two,
He just nodded his head.
you do have great potential, and seeing how good you are now, I've no doubt that you two will become fine warriors in the future.
Thank you. That's reassuring to hear.
Hmm.
I bow.
He bows back in respect. As he will kind of like approach both of you and just kind of place a hand on your shoulder, on each of you. Also, if you wish, I can send a messenger bird to a couple colleagues of mine, fellow hunters who have trained in different fighting styles. One of my, both are near masters in their own right, and maybe could teach you a few things. He'll kind of look to you, Clay. One is a master of the sun style of fighting. One that harnesses radiant power when they strike. It's said that their blades glow as bright as a sunny day before they cut down their foe. And for you, I could have sworn I heard thunder strikes as I was chasing those two Oni. Was that you or the large man?
That that was me.
Then I'll send a word out to my colleague, one who is trained in the art of the Stormblade. A fighting style that strikes quick like lightning and hits hard like thunder. If they're willing to take you under their tutelage, well, hmm, here. And he'll kind of reach into his pouch, and you see him taking out. These kind of look like these like little bagged up charms. Keep these on your person. If I get any word back from them, I will send a messenger bird to track you down. They'll be able to find you by these charms.
All right.
He'll kind of smile softly. Well then, we have some more time, for we have to wake the next ones for the watch. Why don't I try drilling into you what I can right now, and help shape up your stances and your strikes. As he'll kind of like draw his weapon from his sheath, and kind of just you know walk back away from you guys and just ready himself. All right, you two, come at me.
With everything we have.
I cannot fully judge you and your skill unless you do so otherwise. I will be fine, I assure you.
All right. I look at Clay.
Okay.
Do the honors.
Okay, Clay will start first, I guess.
Okay?
Oh, God, you greedy.
So as you guys go at him and begin kind of doing some training with Sanjuro, you guys, you know, train for the next couple hours, and try as you guys might, you can't seem to land a strike upon him. But he's able to whack you guys half a dozen times each with the back end of his blade. Or, well, the dull end of his blade. And gives you guys some pointers and basically point out what you guys were doing wrong with your strikes the entire time. And Ryu, as you kind of try to hit him with your Enpai skill, you see he just takes like in a sharp inhale of breath and he cuts through it.
Holy shit. That's me. That's not Ryu. Goddamn.
So, as your watch time comes to an end, you, Ryu and Clay, you two are exhausted, tired from this rigorous training being put through for the last couple hours. As you go to wake, uh, oh no,
No one.
No one, right? Because Ryu's gonna be taking second watch by himself.
Yeah,
All right, so
you guys get some rest. I'll watch over.
all right, Sanjuro will. Well, thank you for taking watch, and tells you to sit and rest, and make sure to keep yourself hydrated.
I will. Don't worry. And
I see.
thank you for pointing out my mistakes. I'll try my best to learn how to be better.
You're welcome. I'm sure you will be better. As you will go and find a place to rest. All right, Ryu, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Hey,
22. Okay.
Ryu will perch below a tree and start polishing his both of his swords.
Oh, all
Oh,
right.
there we go.
All right, doing some maintenance on them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So as you kind of go over this, thoughts of the training you went through kind of still fresh in your mind. Your watch is relatively peaceful. There's just an occasional couple wild animals that just come wandering through. Just minor ones. You see like a couple raccoons, a fox come through, and yeah, nothing dangerous. So as your watch comes to an end, you go and wake up Yoru.
Akio.
Uh,
Oh,
Oh, wasn't it? I'm
n- n-
confused.
no, no. Yoru was going to take the next watch.
With Yumi.
Uh, with well, yeah, Yumi was going to join in after
couple
Yumi got
hours.
some rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, then I'm gonna go over and wake up Yoru.
And you'll see that Yoru is just starting to slowly come to. Uh, so they stand up. They were sitting kind of cross-legged on a mat, kind of like in a meditation pose. That's kind of how they trance, and they'll stand up. Mm, well, get some rest. I'll be up.
Oh, fellow elf.
Mm.
All right. Then I'm gonna go meditate first.
It's like you're just like, oh, you're one too.
Yeah.
Are we gonna become besties?
Trans
uh,
friends. Yeah.
a ninja and a samurai. Okay. Awkward friends.
Their
Uh,
friendship will be glorious. All right. So, Yoru, go ahead and roll me a perception check as you take your watch.
okay. Helps if I open my character sheet, you know?
Yes. Yes.
It's usually a good thing to do. Perception.
roll. Roll. 19. Not bad. Okay. As you take your watch, it's a very calm, peaceful night. The cloudy sky of storm clouds has passed, revealing a very pristine, starlit sky. You can see the moons above in different phases right now, just both kind of waning, heading towards the new moon time for the three moons. As you just kind of look around, looking up at the sky, you swear you see something for a moment. a flash or a glint of something. Maybe it was starlight. Maybe it was a falling star. You're not sure. All you know is that it was definitely in the distance. Far, far away. Nowhere near a threat to you or the others. And you're startled suddenly by the sound of a bird cry. A raven that's perched itself above where you are.
They look up. The raven.
You see that it's got a messenger canister attached to its leg.
I'll go up and gently grab the raven and pull the messenger capsule off and pull out the note and read it.
Alright. As you do, the raven just kind of gently just nuzzles itself against your hand.
Mm-hmm.
And as you take the message, it'll just kind of uh, wait for, its reward.
I pull out the treats that I have or whatever it is that I'm supposed to give.
Yeah, just some bird
The
seed.
bird seed, bird
Yeah.
treat,
Yeah.
jerky.
Alright, so as you read the message, you see it's from your boss.
Mm-hmm.
She's messaging you about an update on her end, that there's been no sign of the mysterious man that was being employed by the Lord in Ibahana, and that but things are still heated right now. And she's asking for an update on how things are going on your end.
I will pull out a piece of parchment and using illusory script on the note
Mm-hmm.
to have it for her eyes only.
Alright.
And I will inform her of where we are, the guard patrols, and what they're doing. And pretty much any of the information that we had found out as we were traveling, and the Oni attacks that we've encountered.
Alright.
And then roll it back up and put it in the messenger tube and reattach it to the Raven and send it back to.
Send it back to your
Boss.
boss. Okay.
Yes.
So, as you do so, the bird finishes eating its treat, its reward for being a good bird,
Yep.
and will, as soon as you reattach the messenger canister, will fly off.
All right.
Okay. So, as you finish this part of your watch, Tara, your character wakes up from her deep slumber,
Mm-hmm.
and you see that Yoru is currently, missing from what you saw that she was meditating before.
Had a good rest.
Yes. I had a good rest.
That's good. That's good. Um. Well, ironically, I wanted to do something similar with big with animals and also send message home, but you know, I'm gonna do that now.
Okay.
Yeah, a terrestrial thing, trying to find some sort of squirrel or something to talk with and do that.
Hmm.
But after that, I'm gonna return and just say to because I wanted to speak with Yoru.
Hmm.
I should probably apologize a bit. I'm a bit
Really?
pushy.
Mm.
Yeah, I was trying to find your secret, your face, your what your deal is. I like to
Hmm.
know what I'm working with.
Understandable. I like to keep my secrets, though. The more people that know what I look like could cause trouble in the future. If they you are to be captured by the enemy and they want information about me or who you run with or what they look like, you giving them my identity could cause problems for me. Not.
Well,
It's more for your protection than it is secrecy.
in my experience, usually the only problem is the interesting identifying markers, like having horns, having a special tail, being furry of a special kind, you know, or being
Yes.
pink, like him.
I have had to hide my identity for so long. It's most of my features anyway, that it's just become second nature.
Understandable, but you seem to be among friends for now.
I.
What I'm trying to say is that I will stop. I will try to, you know, tone it
Mm,
down.
that is
I'm
good to
sorry.
know. Apology accepted.
The best I can do. I'm still curious.
I'm sure you are. Curiosity is one of is a flaw that humans have.
Yes, we do.
Mm. They pull back their hood just briefly, just long enough for you to see raven hair and pointed ears, and pulls the
Already knew
hood
you're
back
an
up.
elf.
Yes. Elves are have to kind of keep secret where I'm from. Uh, my parents hide behind disguises and magic. I hide under hoods.
Hmm, fair enough. Do remember that using magic here is dangerous. Even the illusion magic.
True. Still have to keep that secret too.
Also, just to mention, using the same clothes, you know, sometimes also can be a identifying marker.
Possibly, but this is more of a uniform than it is anything else.
A uniform. Are you in some sort of club?
A group, not really a club.
Do tell.
Uh, uh,
If you want.
Opposite of what a samurai is. I am more of a part of a secret organization that is used to gather information and intelligence from various people. sneak into a daimyo's office here and to some political leader's room to look for a journal or ledger, all in a day's work.
Sounds like a group I would be interested in.
You probably would fit in well.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice to hear from you.
You are a very curious person. Um, you like to hide as well and be secretive yourself, it seems. Those that can keep secrets do well.
Do I? I'm an open book.
That's what you like to think. There are parts of you you keep to yourself, just like I do.
People don't ask. People don't find out.
There you go. Sometimes it's better to keep those things secret. That way they don't get you in trouble later, or somebody else can't get you in trouble.
Yes,
Just
but they don't ask. That's the that's the thing. I do
That is-
ask. I just don't get an answer. The others don't ask.
magic in this kingdom, illusory magic and such. We have to keep hidden because that will get us in trouble. Of course, maybe not me so much as I already work for the government, but still, best to be better safe than sorry.
You work for this government?
I work for all governments, not just one. It's part of
That's
what my organization does. We work for all kingdoms in general. Whoever has the highest pay rate gets our attention.
interesting. So some sort of like international thing.
Pretty much.
Didn't seem to help us or, give us an authority on the bridge.
That was the idea. I mean, Amari had garnered the attention, and so I currently work for her, and in turn work for you guys. I do what I can to assist.
Didn't get us past the bridge.
Well, those guards, they're on edge because of what's going on. Things are still heated near Iwahana. No sign of our escape artist.
So tell me something.
Hmm.
Are we in danger of war between the whiteys and the pinks?
Please use proper terms.
Fujitora
I forget
and
the names. I forget the names.
it's in the Discord. Uh eh, Fujitora and Raishin may go to war if neither side can figure out what's going on. One side's causing it without the other's knowledge, and someone wants war between the two.
Who's causing it?
Well, that lord we helped seemed to think that Fujitora is behind it when it seems he's behind it and trying to cause problems.
Well, we seem to be moving away from the epicenter.
for now, but we'll see what happens. We'll just have to keep our eyes open, our ears open, and hopefully we can, if we have to intervene, settle the dispute before it gets too out of hand. I don't think neither kingdom wants war.
As long as it doesn't endanger my people. She pushes back her glasses, fake glasses.
I'm sure if one kingdom goes to war, others are going to be drawn in and have to take sides, and that's just going to cause all sorts of problems for everybody, so. Us to try to prevent it before it gets too out of hand. Figure out what's going on.
If you look at the world, there are thousands of problems that can be solved and try to be solved or begs to be solved. You
That is
can't
true.
help all.
That is
You can
also
help
true.
a precious few.
We can only help so many, and only those that want to be helped. Not everybody wants to be helped.
Well, if you will have my back, I will have your back while we travel.
Sure. I am always eager to help, and I'll watch yours and everyone else's best I can. Why I try to stick to the back, that way I can keep an eye on everybody. I may
Oh,
not.
you don't have to watch Gav's back. He's got it.
We shall see how much he has in the future. He seems like a very capable warrior.
He's a big softie.
Possibly.
So, do you have contacts in Sakuzawa?
I don't know. Would I have contacts in Sakazawa?
um,
How far do my contacts spread, I should say?
you're unsure as your contacts kind of move around. They don't
Right.
stick to one place for too long as it can get dangerous
Yeah, for sure.
and risky.
Uh, Possibly. Just depends on if they're still there. We try not
Well,
to stay in one place for too long.
well, I got someone, so you don't have to worry about this one.
That is good. I've informed Amari of where we are. Maybe she
Oh,
will.
how is my dear Scarlet?
Busy trying to figure out where a runaway is.
Are they hunting us in Ivahana?
Things are very on high alert, so probably.
Do they actually know our descriptions?
No, I don't think so. If they did, we wouldn't have
That's good.
gotten as far as we did.
From from what you deferred from the message you got, it's more that they're looking for culprits.
Culprits
Though,
versus okay.
from what it said, it sounded like that they are suspecting that this was a outside kingdom attack.
An outside king. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably probably suspecting somebody from Fujitora, as that's the common thread here. Uh,
See? Costumes help.
Mori might have contacts here for us as well, so she knows where we are. She might be able to give us a hand.
So,
Alright. That's
alright,
it.
alright,
That's the end of the conversation.
alright. So as you guys take the rest of your watch, go ahead and roll me perception checks.
Okay.
I'm on the ball.
Yeah.
7%. Yeah. Oh boy. 23. Okay.
Okay, I got this.
So, for the 23, as you're kind of taking your watch, um, Yumi now seems to be kind of just kind of distracted, just off in her own little world at this time.
Yeah. Yeah, daydreaming, I'm sure.
As you're kind of taking your the final part of the watch, you can kind of begin to see the sun beginning to rise. It's like the kind of like rays just in the distance at the edge, of the horizon, just kind of rising up. As you kind of look up to the sky again, you see something odd. You see the colors of the crimson red and the kind of sapphire blue of the two other moons beginning to shift, and even the white of the primary moon beginning to become even more pure white than before. This is nothing you've ever seen before. And then you swear you could hear, just somewhere in the distance, just far away, just the sound of something cracking. Almost kind of like the loud thunder crack happening in the distance. It's very faint, but with that 23, yeah, you could just hear it.
Which direction did it come from?
That's the thing, it's so far away, it's just kind of echoing all around throughout the air. It's hard to pinpoint what direction. But as soon as that crack happened, you see the color of the moons return back to normal.
Hmm. That's unusual.
Actually,
You
I have
said,
one more question.
Hmm.
uh, hmm.
After this,
You said one moon turned pure white, the other turned what color?
So the color of the moons, the primary moon, the
Hmm.
largest, is kind of like Earth's moon color,
Right.
normally, and then the other two are kind of like a deep kind of crimson red, kind of
Hmm.
a little bit more red than Mars is, and then the other one is a bluish color.
Okay.
But
But what did they turn when
pure
during the?
white.
Oh, they all turned. All
They
three of
all
them
all
turned pure
three
white,
turn pure white.
and then that sound of resounding sound of thunder.
Hmm.
Okay. Hmm. They kind of just stare up at the sky, kind of tilt their head in a direction, kind of trying to figure out where that sound was coming from, but obviously can't pinpoint it. Hmm.
No, no, no. No, I would never do that. All of a sudden, you guys see walking out from a thick mist is a pink tiefling. Okay.
Oh my god.
No.
Fable's changing characters.
Reckless attack.
Yes, I am.
She,
Tried to bring the peace lover back here.
the aura of friendship just
Friendship.
radiates.
Oh, he would hate
Yes.
this party, huh?
Oh,
Gath, you try a reckless attack, but she just blocks your weapon with
trust
one
me,
hand.
my peace-loving cleric will change everyone's opinion.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so with that, uh, you guys' watch comes to an end, or sorry, Tara wanted to say something else.
Yeah.
I'll admit I already forgot the names of the dragons from campaign 1. That's sad, actually.
Azure Dal,
Anyway, I wanted...
Dalifrey, you know.
Yeah, I forgot. Anyway,
Okay.
I am hurt.
Yeah, same dude. I also forgot.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I would like to remember, but I can't figure it out. Okay, I wanted to ask, how does one join your organization?
Well, there's a school that you train at to learn various arts, uh, ways of different ways to infiltrate and how to walk quietly. Although there's always a misstep, everybody makes mistakes. Uh, but yeah, it's more of a it's like a school that you go to train, um, and you just have to know somebody who can get you in.
Hmm, so I can't get in, essentially, because, I can't be trained that way, right?
That depends. I mean, anybody can be trained. Other abilities on top of what you have now, combined with what you can learn, work would work well together. You
Hmm,
could infiltrate a daimyo's uh, palace, or you could find a way in using the abilities that you already have, combined with the abilities you would learn, would make you a formidable uh, informant and operative for us as
hmm.
well.
Well, I am interested.
I would just have to find the location of the training school here in Fujitora. I'm sure Yoru would know of where their
were they trained
location,
at?
yeah, where their hideouts are. You know, where they go to train. Obviously secretively.
Yeah.
In every kingdom, so that she would have a safe place to go if she needed to hide out.
Um. Yeah. For her, let's see. For Fujitora, that would probably be.
I would assume it would be in the capital.
Yeah. There are some different places like hideouts and stuff kind of scattered
Mm-hmm.
about. But like for a training area though, that would be more recluse and secluded. Probably located about round. I'm gonna say about round here.
Okay.
Because they don't want anyone to get them noticed.
Yeah,
So because that would be
that
bad.
that would be bad.
It'd be no
Very bad.
good.
Mm-mm. I just happen to be from somewhere that's near a forest, so.
But yeah.
It could be an interesting experience.
Hmm.
So
If we ever get near there, and you're interested in maybe initiating me,
Of course, if
we
you're
can talk about it later.
of course.
all right. So uh, Yumi, as you kind of finish your watch and go to return to get the last bit of rest you need to kind of, last kind of like hour or so of rest. You need to kind of be fully rested. Um, you guys can all, take a long rest and, heal yourselves up and recover.
Okay.
Ajordel, Zalafay, Daiso, Philomora, that was fifth.
Hmm.
It's Bahamut.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, the
it was
last one goes
Bahamut.
to
Yeah.
Bahamut.
Yeah, Bahamut. No
Who?
one really met
Remember,
Bahamut too much, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
remember the
Yeah.
class we
according
did?
to Karst. According to Karst, he's like, hey, I want to be lazy and not help you unless it really matters. It
yeah.
really mattered. Didn't help.
He took a more passive approach to things.
He was lazy.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
say
mean,
you say lazy. I say uh,
Lazy.
not being a helicopter parent.
He didn't help out at all. Goodness. Okay.
Everybody needs that one helicopter parent, though.
All right. So as you guys come to wake, fully rested and ready to head out, you guys can gather up and hit the road if you wish right away, or if there's anything else you guys would like to say or discuss or do in the morning, you can.
I don't have anything.
Just thought I'd toss that out there.
Before
Sorry,
we journey out, would you guys like a cup of tea?
Tea.
tea. Uh,
Sure, I guess.
tea is good. I heard from Amari. Things are still heated. Mm, Raishin and Iwahana. Uh, and no sign of our runaway.
good news. They're not looking for us.
They're looking for somebody who might be from Fujitora. They think somebody from this side of the border caused the problem.
So we should still be cautious.
Very much so.
Alright.
Okay. So as you guys, those of you that wish to, join you for a nice cup of morning tea
Mm-hmm.
and breakfast of whatever you guys,
Leftover more.
yeah, leftover boar or something else if you wish. You guys can gather up and hit the road, traveling for
Thank you, but yeah.
half a day before you guys can see the outskirts of Sakuzawa, uh, the Sakuzawa city. You see some of the kind of like village prefectures, outside where they have like farming communities set up.
Mm.
As you guys are drawing closer and closer, um, you see that there's a bit of a kind of backlog of transports trying to get into the city, and which are temporarily right now preventing you guys from getting in. As you see, there are people going from cart to cart, checking, just kind of similar to what you guys met at the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you guys promise me that I can scout ahead.
Yep.
And maybe we can take another gate.
That's a possibility.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why don't we try to circle around and take the west gate?
It's a good idea.
Alright, let me go to west and I will go from south gate and return shortly. Be careful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, as Yumi goes and does some kind of reconnaissance work on foot. Uh, Give me one sec here. All right. Uh, Yumi, I will pull you into whispers for a second.
Alright.
So you guys feel free to discuss what you want. You know, bully.
We'll plot to the DM's demise, don't worry.
Yep, I figured. Yeah.
Oh, let's make fun of them.
We
Yeah.
should probably have it.
All right. Hello.
Just a DM player deception. Like
Mm-hmm.
prepared for this before.
Yes.
And now we're chatting about everything.
Yes. So,
So did I get it correctly that actually Yoru sees the illusion?
um,
Felt like a hint. Like a solid hint.
I don't know. I don't. From what I can tell, I don't think. I.
Oh, so
Mm,
you didn't talk about it with her.
no, I did not.
Okay. So you
So,
didn't decide on that.
no,
Or
not yet. No, I
okay.
don't, because I don't want to kind of like, if you're using like any other type of like disguise self kind of one, yes. I'll say though, for the mastered disguise that your people have, it's more of like seamless. It is
Mm-hmm.
perfection basically. It's like a second skin. So so
Just so we understand each other, as far as I understand, illusions usually work that even if you see through, I mean, notice that there is illusion, you don't know what's hiding beneath.
yeah. So, and for your guys' mastered illusion, for your perfected form that you've taken, it's even if like they would notice your extremities, or
Mm-hmm.
would brush against them, they don't register it existing. They don't acknowledge its existence at all. It's like, oh, so you could be brushing up against them with tails and not feel it. they would just Their mind would just be tricked into thinking it's just, oh, that was just their clothing. You know,
All right.
that's basically
Cool.
how I see it. So,
Cool, cool, cool.
but if you try using any other kind of magical disguise that isn't perfected, that will not apply because you haven't perfected those other forms.
All right, just checking.
Mm-hmm.
I think this was long enough.
Yeah, but I'll also say at this point, as you're kind of doing your scouting around, you hear kind of uh, I can't do it, a fox laugh, a
Oh, cool.
little chuckle cackle. They do a little
All
fox
right.
happy joy squeals, and you'll have a little fox messenger come up to you requesting uh, head scratches, chin scratches, and belly rubs.
Definitely gets head scratches, chin scratches, and a carrot.
Oh yeah, and
What is he bringing?
he'll give you the uh, deliver the message to you, which contains like the information that we discussed.
Oh, all right. So I don't even have to enter the city.
Hmm.
Okay, that's weird.
Well,
Okay.
sorry. I meant the information about Ryu. Basically, kind of warn you that they're on a manhunt right now.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
That's what I meant. That's what we are trying to get into. What I was going into the city for.
Oh, right. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Uh, yeah, I forgot about that. Uh,
Alright.
yeah, we'll save that part for when you're actually in the city, being the informant. I'll say for this one though.
That's why she's going through the gate to actually get into the
Yeah,
city to get information about this man. I mean, this thing.
right.
That's me scouting.
Okay. So I guess this will actually be a little bit additional information then for you. Um, I'll just toss in for free for you. Uh,
Yay.
there is uh, one of your people here,
Okay.
and he is a Vulpian who is currently kind of hiding himself and working at one of the kind of local inns here. Uh,
The sleepy panda.
kind of, yeah. He didn't want to work at the sleazy one, so yeah, he's kind of going for the kind of mid tier one.
Makes sense.
So, all right, I'll go ahead and send you back.
Thank you.
All right, we're
Sorry.
back.
So long.
Oh,
All right. So with that out of the way, you guys are making your way to the western
Downtown.
gate. Yes.
making my way.
Yep.
Downtown?
To the western gate of Sakuzawa. As you guys uh, make your way, get over there, heading through the kind of like more smaller paths that interconnect the farmland and the small and the kind of like farming living quarters out here outside the city. It's a bit of a narrower road, so your vehicle's kind of taking up the entire road.
Narrow.
Narrow, narrow road.
Row.
Row, row,
Row, narrow, row.
Ricky. So anyway, uh,
Super shaggy.
as you got,
Shagger.
you guys do get around though, and the western gate is more vacant. There's less people coming in and out, um,
Okay.
but you still see that there are checks being done. Safety checks. So as you guys approach the gate, one of the city guards there just kind of stop you, going to, whoa, uh, routine check. Uh, he just kind of comes up with a basically just like a clipboard, and paper, and a quill, and just uh, greetings. What?
Okay, I have to interject again. I'm sorry. The
Mhm.
idea was to get into the city, find out a bit of more information, and then get back to the party so I
Oh,
could share before enter.
okay. I don't know if. Well, I guess with how small the roads are and how kind of you're congested, you might be able to do this. Um.
So they would wait for me to return. That's what we talked about with Clay and with you before session.
Oh, you want them to wait. Okay, my bad. Okay, well that can be done. A little retcon there, as you guys are kind of. We'll just
I
say you guys are waiting outside the western, uh, on the western road.
especially with the new information, it seems like
Yeah,
a relevant thing.
yeah, I know. All right, so as you guys are waiting for
Mhm.
Yumi to get back to you guys, Yumi, you head in and you meet up with the person you were trying to find, and Upon doing so, are given the information that you seek.
And then return back. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. Uh, how do you? Which entrance are you exiting from to meet up with everyone else?
I'm using south both times.
Okay. Um, are you trying to sneak in or out, or just kind of walking in or out?
Walking. I don't see reason to sneak.
Okay. I will.
Just a single person.
I will say you are stopped upon entering. As you are entering in, and do not look like a local. So, and you'll just be basically just asked for why you are entering the city. What brings you to the city?
I'm bringing my dear old friend some stew.
Okay. Roll me a deception check.
Really, I didn't prepare my character.
It's not gonna be a very high deception roll, but oh my gosh, 27. Okay. All right. They kind of look you up and down, nod, and it's like, very well, go in.
Thank you. Doing a good job. See ya.
Hmm. All right. So with that, you got in, and leaving's a lot is easy. They don't really check people leaving the city, just those entering.
All the fools.
Very much so. And you reconvene with the rest of the group.
I got some new information, and Ryu, I have to ask you something uncomfortable.
Oh no.
What?
Oh, don't worry, it's not anything about. Uh, have you killed someone? Let me clarify. Have you killed a lord of a castle from Onoda?
What? Why are
Did I stutter?
you asking me?
Do I have to repeat myself?
No, not that I remember.
Okay. I'm asking because they are looking for a man precisely of your description as a killer of a son of the castle of Onoda. A young lord has been slain.
I
Curiosity,
didn't
he
kill.
matches your description. Down to the pink robe.
I didn't kill anyone here.
Well, they didn't mention a pink
Oh,
robe.
wait, so you kill someone else somewhere else.
I have, well, not killed any lords. I've
Have you
never
killed
been to
anyone west of
Fujitora.
here?
No, I
Alright.
generally didn't.
Well, I would still suggest that you take on my offer from Off Poncho because, they might mistake you for that ruffian.
What was the description?
Pink elf carries two swords. One of them might be wooden. Tall.
Uh,
Doesn't
I,
dress fully. Pink robes.
I'm gonna roll
do,
an insight on that. That just seems too fucking. That's too
okay.
accurate. What the hell?
Yeah, roll an insight check and roll a deception check.
Oh boy.
That's too fucking accurate. What the hell?
That happens when the
Yeah.
DM actually doesn't tell you everything.
I think it just happens when it's you, Tara.
No, I did.
Okay,
I
this
didn't
is
give her much because I thought I could clarify this for you instead of having to write it all down. So the description that was given was a pink elven man, with, well, branches protruding from his head, wearing a uh, dark blue and black kimono wearing the band of a royal guard, carrying a sword that whose scabbard does match the description given for what Ryu has.
And bare nipple.
Okay, you got a boner,
But
eh?
but
Yumi,
no,
I can see through your lies.
Okay, I didn't know I was lying, so
yeah, yeah, yeah.
now I'm giving. This is because of DM. It's not lie. It's not
I'm
lie.
confused.
Yes.
Are you lying?
We'll retcon the
Or
whole
damn
deception
it!
check, inside check. That was my
She
bad.
didn't.
I just wasn't expecting
As
Tara to go off and just say everything like that. So that was my bad.
DM said that he looks like you.
The basic description sounded like him. I mean, pink man, branches protruding from head. Yeah. Sword matching his description. Yeah. Didn't think I would have
Well,
to
I
mention the
apologize.
clothing.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Didn't think I would need to, but yeah.
Ryu, after hearing that, will pull up his kimono and he will hide his katana, the actual sharp one. He'll try to hide it between his clothes. I don't know if that's possible.
Mhm.
And he'll wear his straw hat, covering his face and the branches on his head.
Okay.
Ryu, there is something I once heard you said that may be connected to this.
What is it?
Well, when we fought the bandits that one time, you were in a trance and you kept saying, "There's so much blood." I don't think you killed the person, but I think you might have been there when it happened.
Then would it be wise to get caught to know of my past or lay low?
I mean, if you want to get executed, sure.
Yeah, that's right. I think since you're apparently wanted for killing a lord, they might execute you on sight.
I.
But if I did commit such crimes in my past, then shouldn't I deserve to be executed?
I mean, we can do it later once we have finished all of our stuff. If you really want to know about it.
Oh god.
Jesus Christ.
You shouldn't be blamed for what you don't remember. You are
Right,
now a different person.
right. We're not actually sure if it was you. Let's not jump to conclusions just yet.
Oh, also that, but I mean, he did what he did go like, if you do this to me again, I'm gonna kill you. So I mean, you could be.
Yes, we're not.
In
We're
case,
not.
but in case you decide to actually, take your life, can I have dibs on the kimono?
I thought you were gonna call dibs on his nipple or something.
Oh my god.
No, no, we're not taking this stuff. I mean, no one's dying, okay? No one's
Oh,
committing
no, dude.
anything.
I should be careful around you guys.
No shit.
Commit seppuku.
No, listen. We're figuring this out. Whatever happened, I don't believe you did that, okay?
I didn't
Alright.
want his nipple.
Mm.
Face his face,
Okay.
Bob.
So, some additional information if you are interested, The city we are going into have at least two lords that are fighting it out a bit who's actually, in the charge. There's Lord Kiara Jin of the Glistening Court and Lord Uruha Kyogen from the Snowfall Court. Both of them are right bastards, but, what can you do?
Kick their ass. Kick.
There are at least three different inns, but I would suggest going to Sleepy Panda if you trust me to pick a location. They have decent food.
Before you continue, quick question: why are we here again?
What?
Why are we here in this city? Why are we here?
Oh, we're getting into the city so we can find more information about what's happening, possibly about stopping the war, and looking for a library for you. Maybe find more about the.
Oh yeah, the library. Yeah.
Exactly.
Heck yeah. Oh wait, sure. I didn't think about it. Can I actually read this language? I probably can, huh? I just don't realize this could be a problem.
I don't know, but I can come with you, big boy. We
Ooh.
can spend some time in library.
Sure, okay. You seem
Just
like
us.
you seem like a smart person. Oh, anyway, about that, what do we have?
Alright,
You
maybe
know,
you want your with you instead. He's Martin.
we're harboring a criminal here, so what do we do? Actually, how do we
Well,
get him
again,
here?
I would like to offer you this poncho.
Not
Mm,
a criminal.
no need.
It's
I think my kimono and straw hat are enough.
oh
A
yes, yes,
little.
because they clearly cannot just lift the straw hat or something to check who you are by your pink skin or something. Oh,
So I could probably get us past the gates with targeted spell, maybe, unless someone has another idea, or maybe offer a possible thing to say why there is a group of brigands coming into the city.
well, Ryu, how strong are you at holding on?
I guess strong. What? Why are you asking?
Well, you see the underside of the carriage has a bit of space. If you hold under the carriage, we can just like go through it, with you being under there. I just roll through it. I haven't seen them check any undersides of the carriages yet.
Hmm.
There's a second possibility. I could pocket him.
You what?
Question: when you were talking to the guards, were they looking at you like? Did they look at you from head to toe, or they just looked at your face? Were they
My
alert?
dear, the day they will not look head to toe on me, I will consider myself dead.
That doesn't help. That was in
What?
character, by the way.
I
Very
did
much so.
not. I, me as Ryan, I did not process what you just said. What
Ba-
the hell did you say?
basically,
When they don't check me out, she considers herself unattractive and
What?
essentially
yeah,
no longer
Oh,
relevant.
she, she apparently the bird's not happy about it either.
Get that joke
The
out there.
bird sounds like
yeah,
they're
you should
happy.
stop.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like make it stop. Oh, no.
no, he's laughing. Can't you hear? He's like, oh.
So,
Honestly, I thought that's a good in-character line.
That
Yeah,
was
that's a good
yeah.
character line.
Yeah, but in character play
Yeah.
would honestly say that's not helping.
Wait, how tall is the wall?
I think it would be best just to stay
How
inside the
heavy are
cart.
you?
It's the wall is about 30 feet high.
Oh my
Okay, I
days.
could help maybe possibly eat you up there.
No, we are not yeeting him over the thing.
It would be funny though.
Listen,
I could
everyone.
make him smaller for a minute.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna look like this, and let's just hope nothing goes bad. Worst, we
Barter
can. I'm not gonna hide beneath our carriage. That's gonna be bothersome.
I
Plus, I don't want to get dirty. To
Well,
be
Yumi
honest.
over here said that she could turn you tiny, so we could pocket you.
I could try to make myself look like you
Why?
to throw the guards off.
Why? That would just cause more problems because they would be, why are you trawling with this fucking very well searched criminal? As we're gonna be like, oh, because we're dumb.
Oh my days.
Worst case scenario, I'll just teleport away. Don't worry.
Your bird is so chatty.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No, it's
Let me turn on noise suppression.
Um, so as you guys are gonna have this discussion, Sandro will just be kind of like cough a bit. Um,
After you're here too.
it if I may, I may be able to get us in past the guard without much suspicion,
Oh, what a coincidence! Wow, thank you.
but it will require. He'll kind of gesture to Ryu and Yoru to remain inside the cart.
I'll see you when we outside the court.
Right?
That is easy
Okay.
to do.
Uh,
Fine.
and I could definitely use the help of uh, Lady Yumi.
I'm at your disposal.
Thank you. He'll gesture for uh, you guys to get into your vehicle and close it up,
Okay.
and he'll hop up and into the seat to take the reins, and we'll wait for Yumi to join him. As he'll kind
So
of get
what's the plan?
being a hunter, I have a bit of
Mm.
well leeway and well presence that I can press upon others to get in. Just play along and try to go along with what I say.
Give me a sign if it goes badly. I will try to spell.
Very well. I'll uh I'll give you a couple coughs.
Mm-hmm.
What I'll tell them though is that I am coming back from a hunt and am accompanying a group of victims from a village to the west that were survivors that I found, which will be you all.
That's close enough. Oh wait. And she will start prostituting, and she will give Clay. Uh, I don't think Ray will agree to this, but Kev. Actually, Kev is hiding, right? No,
Mhm.
Kev is not hiding.
Fuck the.
Well,
And
just
Kev
inside the
and
vehicle.
okay.
I can take one of the punches if need be.
Most of the people I will give a more solid look, like they're dirty, a bit of blood specks with prestidigitation, even myself.
Okay.
Why?
Just to
Like
make
we were in the fight,
hmm
Okay.
like we
basically
were actually running. I will give myself
pr-
the disguise most, like there are charred places
presents for a
on the
slaughter.
clothes. Yeah.
All right. So as you kind of apply these visual kind of disguises, these kind of accentuating things to corroborate the story. Uh, Sandra will kind of raise the kind of canopy on the vehicle to kind of make it a covered wagon,
Hmm.
and we'll take the reins and we'll
Lie down.
head in.
Lie down, guys. Look
Let
like you are wounded.
Brett
Okay, sure.
dies.
All right.
I love this. I love this.
As
I hate this.
Sandro kind of head gets the horses going and takes you guys towards the city. Uh, you guys can just hear the rumbling, just kind of like the wheels turning on the wagon and the occasional bumps in the road. As you guys get closer, you hear the guards saying, "Oh, halt! Stop for inspection." The guard will approach.
Gonna give him inspiration. Bardic inspiration.
Okay. Give him little words of encouragement. Sandro nods. The guard will approach like, "What brings you here to Sakuzawa?"
Your mom?
Sandro will bow his head respectfully, and you see him pull out from inside his kimono a uh, this piece of wood, but it's very ornate and decorated. With some type of emblem emblazoned upon it. And the soldier, you see kind of like a flash of recognition. Oh, Hunter. I. What brings you here, sir? I have come back from a recent hunt, and I bring with me, gesture to you, Yumi, this lady and some others who were victims of a slaughter by a group of Oni. These were the only survivors. I told them I would bring them to the city here for shelter.
Please, sir, let us in. We lost everything. Our house is burned. Our family is murdered.
The guard kind of looks to you as, oh, oh, ma'am, I am so sorry for your loss. I, I have heard of Oni attacks and how terrible they can be. I'll go ahead and roll. Okay, your inspiration's a D6, yeah?
Yay.
Oh, it's a D8 now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, nice. Oh, that's better.
There
That's
you
a better
go.
roll. Okay. All right. I'll go ahead and roll for the guards.
I think I
Oh
get
yeah,
advantage.
yeah, I did roll with advantage. So, okay, that was a good deception roll by the guards, but with the advantage and the inspiration, that's a passing roll for Sanjuro. The guards kind of just one of the guards was just kind of checking your wagon out. Will kind of come over and just kind of peek inside, just to look at you guys, and just see with the shade, the kind of the shade being cast by the wagon canopy, and the illusions kind of added by Yumi, kind of making you guys looking very kind of dark and gloomy and bloodied. Uh, the guard will kind of like move over and just kind of nod, kind of giving like the all clear. Uh, you looks like you are clear to enter the city. Uh, my condolences to you and the others from your village. May Sakuzawa provide you the rest and succor that you need to recover from such an ordeal.
Blessing you upon you, sir. Blessing. Thank you very much.
The guard will kind of like call, uh, one copied in, all clear. You see the gates begin to open up, and large enough, cause they usually open just up far enough for like people to get in and out, but they're opening up far enough for a vehicle to get in. As you guys pass through the city gates, you can hear the gates kind of just closing up, limiting the gap again. And you guys are inside Sakuzawa. As you guys pass through the city gates, you can hear the hustle and bustle of city life that you could faintly hear from behind the wall. But now that you're inside, it is quite busy, and people are going about their business. And Sandra will lead you guys down the kind of main street on this side of the city. He'll kind of look to you, and he's like, "Where should I take you all?"
Oh, this way. And she points towards where she said, the sleepy panda.
Very well. He'll kind of he'll guide your guys' vehicle in that direction, guided by Yumi. And as you guys, after about maybe like a short, just 10 minutes travel, traversing city streets, trying to find paths big enough that you can take your guys' vehicle, you do make your way to the Sleepy Panda Inn. As you'll kind of pull up behind the building, just kind of like a vacant spot where he could park the horses and wagon. He'll hop out and open up, lower the canopy on the wagon for you guys, and it's like, uh, we made it. That went better than I thought. Thank you very much, Yumi. You did a good job in, well, in selling that falsehood.
You're welcome. May I see that emblem?
Ah, he'll kind of fish it back out from his kimono and just will show it to you. This is the symbol of the hunters.
Prestidigitate. Copy.
You bitch! He'll look at you just like with a gasp and like, you have no honor. No, it's like
Do not give a shit.
it's like
I do what I must in the
I'm not
pursuit
help-
of peace.
he's just kind of
I'm
looks
not
like
helping
he,
you
he looks
with
very
your
he looks
complaint.
very kind of like not sure how what to make of this. Like be
AKA, what the fuck you gonna do about it?
be be careful flashing that around. If someone suspects that you are not a part of our group, that may cause you more trouble than, well, aid.
This is one of the things that I will consider as a last resort, not as something that will be used lightly.
Very well.
You have to consider it like lockpicks. Sometimes they are useful, but showing them away means that you are advertising that you can use them.
I do not use lockpicks.
Neither do I.
Then why mention them?
It's an example. If you pull out a knife, you better know how to use it.
Right. Well, he'll kind of like look to you all. This is where we will part ways. He'll kind of bow to you all respectfully. I wish you all a safe journey going forward, and I hope that your time here in the city is an uneventful one. Please stay out of trouble and stay safe.
You
Thank
as
you.
well.
Stay safe.
Thank you.
Don't be a stranger.
I hope that our paths do cross again in the future. And Ryu and Clay,
Mhm.
remember what I taught you.
Just hit lol.
Very well.
Oh my god. Yeah, yeah, Jeff.
As he will turn and take his leave. All of a sudden, the wind starts softly blowing, scattering flower petals around, and you hear this kind of very sad music playing as he walks into the distance.
I'm never seeing him again. That's a death flag right there. Oh.
Alright, so who's taking the lead into the tavern?
What do you mean?
Clay?
Geth, you smell booze.
Okay.
Okay.
Any
What, you
reason?
would just give in to the stereotype, you fucking.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
You know what? Now I'm not gonna do it.
You're not gonna walk into the bar?
I'm not gonna. Now, well, still walking to the bar, but I'm not gonna get alcohol.
Oh. You, sm-
Checkmate, atheist.
you smell food. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
I don't know why you want me to do it first, but okay. I will walk into the tavern. I
I will
guess.
tell you why. Out of character, I will tell you exactly why. Because I've been talking a lot of this campaign. This session, so I'm trying to pass the lead.
Makes sense. Alright, I will go in there then.
Okay. So as you guys enter in, Clay first, and the rest accompanying, behind him, you are greeted by a fine young gentleman at the front desk. Say, "Ah, welcome to the Sleepy Panda." He kind of trying to do a head count. Is this your entire party?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome. Well, so what do you seek? Do you seek room for rest, or food and room, or just food?
I believe we seek room and food, please.
Ah, excellent. Then I shall procure rooms for you. Uh, uh, Single rooms for each of you, or will some of you be doubling up?
Uh,
Pay the money.
I believe it'll really depend on how much rooms will cost for one single rooms.
Ah, Rooms are 2 silver a night. That includes food, complimentary.
Anyone wanna double up?
Yoru, do you mind if I bunk up with you?
That's fine.
Great.
Just no funny business.
Eh, don't
I
worry.
said
Mm,
bunk
funny
up, not
business.
sleep up.
Oh my
There's
god.
other kinds of funny business from you.
Who?
Just like that was his eyes like. Cause you
May I bring up the Exhibit A evidence mentioning sending an animal familiar to spy on Yoru? Or
How does the barkeep know
Okay.
this? We need to eliminate him. Okay, roll persuasion.
so,
We do not need to
Okay,
eliminate the
let's
party.
attack the fucking dude.
no.
Stop.
So yes, are any of you guys wanting to bunk up?
I don't want to pay the fine, so yes.
All right. So who is rooming with who?
Who pays for me?
It's going where?
Yumi and Yoru together.
Okay, so you mean you're on
Okay.
one room, that's fine.
All right. Uh, Ginkgo will run up and slap down a gold piece on the counter, and just point to Geth. Sleepover.
Yeah. Whatever that means. Yeah.
Where she got the gold coin? We may never know.
I'm not gonna ask. He's up to stuff I don't even know.
Yeah.
Looks like we're the last two.
Oh, goodness.
So then Clay and Ryu together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So that will be 2 silver then for a room, and that
Okay.
includes complimentary meals for you guys.
Alright.
Though their meals aren't anything extravagant, so if you want more food, you'll have to go down to the either go to a restaurant or eat, order something more from here. So whoever wants to pay, or if you guys want to split the room cost, you can.
I paid 2 silver for our rooms.
Okay. So
Yeah. I'll pay the two silver. I have no problem with that.
okay, and Ginkgo paid with a gold coin, so she'll get 8 silver back.
She even got it though.
No, she stole it from Gav. That's how good she is.
I, jokes on her. There's nothing to steal.
She she swiped it from Sanjuro.
Yeah, there you go. That's how
She
that works.
fucking looted that from fucking what class? Well, if he's dead, might as well loot him. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go looting the corpse again. All right, so you guys, as you pay, are given your guys' room keys.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can go check out your rooms if you wish, or do anything else.
No, probably should eat first, and then we can go to them.
Okay.
After, I guess after eating, I guess get will kind of like, if we need to get to the room, go like, okay, so I'll show you the nightly routine we usually do when we're at homes because you can't really do it on the road. There's not enough surfaces. I'll just basically show you how to train yourself to become a bit more how would you say this, tough? Tough, yes, tough. No, you mean maybe become stronger. Who knows? But it's just good in general because you're gonna be healthy too.
Ginkgo just kind of just chuckles a bit, but listens intently to what you're saying.
Okay, no. Now he'll just basically do like basic exercises before sleep.
And she'll kind of like chime in like, and I can teach you how to be quick and light on your feet.
He'll just look at her. Eyes of like,
Wait,
just look at
wait,
the child like when they offer
you,
something
You're
really
so
stupid. But
you're picking so much that we don't hear you.
yeah, you cut out there a lot.
maybe because my noise questions on. Fuck it up. Basically, he just kind of looks like a proud parent, but in a way that like proud parents look when their kid does something stupid. He's like, I appreciate it, but I don't think it's gonna work here with you.
see, see, nah, I can make it so you're as quiet as a mouse,
Sure.
a giant mouse.
Mm-hmm.
She just looks like so like happy and proud right now. Just proud of herself in general.
Sure.
All right, so as you guys go and get some food, getting like a nice, another nice meal for yourselves. Uh, ordering whatever you wish to eat. Um, as the waiter kind of brings out the food for you all. Uh, Yumi, you kind of catch him giving you like a kind of coy little smile and a wink. Clearly, trying to flirt with you. And you kind of notice that he smells nice. He's got a nice fragrance to him. Must be some type of cologne or something he uses.
All right. I get the code word.
So, as you guys enjoy your food, it's a very fulfilling meal, and we'll probably, since isn't one of the complimentary meals that come with your room, it will run you about let's say 3 copper pieces for the meal for each of you.
Right. Sounds fair.
Okay. So you're very hungry. You're just paying for it all. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
What a Chad.
We are six, right? With game concluded.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I slap 2 gold pieces. Excuse me, silver pieces.
Okay. 3, 6.
Get two
So you'll
two
get the
copper
2 copper
back.
back. Yep.
Mhm.
All right. So
So you're paying for
everyone,
drink?
everyone's food and drinks. Yeah.
Is it alcohol?
If you ordered alcohol, yeah.
Oh, so we can order
I
anything, huh?
Mhm.
I'm asking if you ordered alcohol for us.
Oh no, he's saying he was paying for everyone's meals,
All right.
which includes drinks, if you got them.
Okay, bartender, what's your most expensive thing in here?
Oh my
Uh,
god.
They kind of looks like, we don't carry expensive drinks, unfortunately.
What about that expensive food?
No.
Oh,
If you want something like that, then you're best staying at the Drifting Lotus.
look, I will just get me something. I guess like ribs would do.
Very,
Maybe some side dish, like I don't know, potatoes and stuff. That would be pretty good. Hmm.
very well.
Some milk would be nice. That's good for your bones.
Hmm.
But like at least two, two things of milk. Hmm.
2 glasses. All right.
Oh no, no, something bigger like a tankard or something.
We don't have tankards.
What
For
what kind of tower is this?
We are a very modest establishment. We offer
So,
stuff for people who, well, can afford more than those that have to stay at the Weary Weasel, but
so you
not.
pour your drinks only in cups.
Oh, we have some mugs, but they're not as big as tankards.
What's your biggest container?
Uh, well, that would probably be a barrel.
Okay, well maybe not that crazy.
Yes,
Just give me a
unfortunately.
jug of milk. Jug of milk. No, boy, yeah, jug of milk. There you go.
Alright.
Names of these places is ridiculous.
Well, when you have so many people in competitions, they tend to take the good ones.
Yeah. Alright, so you guys get your food and your drink, kindly paid by Ryu, as you guys are enjoying a nice meal, relaxing.
I expected by by the descriptions you guys keep telling that this place would be quite racist and stuff. So
Hmm.
far so good.
So,
Well, not all Fujitora are racist.
Oh, so you're saying some of them are.
so as you guys are enjoying your meal, there's suddenly a disturbance you hear out going on outside
Oh no.
Okay, don't care.
as you hear someone basically just kind of yelling to draw attention, just yell, kind of like speaking in a very yellish like voice. It's like, "Halt there, criminal! You are hereby accused and will be arrested for illegal use of magic, as decreed by the Empress. By the power invested in me, I place you under arrest and will be sent to the detention center, where your crime will be justly punished."
Damn, sucks to be whoever's getting arrested, huh?
As
Well,
you
thankfully
Who's
no one
getting
will use
arrested?
magic.
you see this young lady outside who's just basically just kind of like looking around, panicking right now. It's like, no, I swear, I'm not. I don't use magic. I mean, yes, I have magic, but I don't use it. I swear. As you see the gentleman that's accusing you, see this man just uh, by his build, he's quite large. Um, not as large as Geth, but still quite a kind of domineering stature to him. Dressed all in white in armor,
You killed different.
and yeah, Geth is. And you see donned upon his head is a helmet that seems to take on like a helmet and face mask that seems to take on the visage of a dragon.
Oh god, it's
Oh
so
no,
strange.
Hedwig.
Anyways, guys, please.
They as you see him kind of like pulling out from under his cloak is some type of looks like a whip, and as he unfurls it, you see the whip become energized with some type of energy, and she just kind of like is like just getting even more fearful and scared and panicking, and she's like, "No, please, no, stay away, please, no, I don't want to go." And you see her just kind of waving her hands and starts saying something. She fires off some scorching rays as he kind of cracks his whip around. He deflects two of them as the third one misses him and goes actually careening through the window of where you guys are eating. And uh, breaks the mug that Geth was drinking from.
Cars.
Oh, come on! You did this on purpose.
Oh, okay. Like fucking getting up like motherfucker.
Cars.
Catches out fucking walks towards the door,
Sit,
kicks it open,
sit down.
destroyed my milk jug.
Sit down before you cause problems.
Cars.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm gonna do, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, Clay's gonna run out and stand between both of them if possible.
That's what I was going to do as well.
He's gonna
Oh,
have a
no.
shield. Shh, calm down, you. He's gonna hold out his shield in front of him and say, "Now, both of you, calm down." Ma'am, he looks. He kind of like turns his head back and says, like, "Calm down. It's gonna be okay. Don't let your emotions take control of you. If you do, you're gonna start panicking, and innocents are gonna get hurt. You don't want that, right? Nobody wants that. Please."
She just kind of like is just like on the brink of tears right now.
It'll be okay, I promise. Just stay behind me.
The man kind of in front of you just like points to you, like, "You there! You are interfering in official business decreed upon
Right.
by the Empress.
Right. All I'm seeing is a jackass basically hurting and scaring innocents. Is that really what your Empress allows?
Any person capable of magic must be taken in and taught control. Otherwise, wild magic will run crazy across this land."
Right. Is your control really scaring the innocents? Look at the harm you've done. And he
Yeah, you
like
destroyed
looks
my
like,
milk jug.
yes, you destroyed his mouth shut.
I'm gonna look scared
That's not
and hide
healthy.
under. I'm gonna look scared and hide under the table.
Okay.
That's a character though. Like Clay was really into it. He's just like, yeah, that's not helping right now.
As he,
Sitting
Okay,
all
I'm
the
gonna look-
cops,
Yeah.
like looking at the dude like fucking.
I got you, Tara.
I'm gonna look scared. Okay, cool.
I got you. So as he's kind of looking around at you guys, he's kind of, you see the eyes on his mask kind of flash and glow with a kind of like a faint green color. As he looks around, it's like, you carry on your illegal contraband.
You carry on, you an aura of jackassery. What about it?
By the power invested in me by the Empress and the magic conformium, I hereby place you under arrest for the possession of illegal magical items.
Listen, I don't want to. I didn't want this to happen, but I'm gonna need you to stand down and we can talk. Please.
Whoa, boss! What the hell? Why didn't you inform anyone of us that magical items are actually illegal?
Yeah, this is the first time I'm hearing magical items are not okay.
Uh,
Even as a spy and bard and everything.
you kind of get
You know?
you can't. There isn't any kind of thing for that. You get this as more him just kind of trying to find a bullshit reason to take you guys in because you were standing in his way.
That makes
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
Ma'am, I'm gonna need you. He's basically kind of telling the ladies, like, ma'am, I'm gonna try to distract him for as long as possible. Is there anything you can do to get out of here? Because this dude kind of is giving me vibes that he's on a power trip right now.
She nods. And she was just kind of like, just look to you, just kind of with this kind of scared, pleading look.
Okay, I promise we'll get you out of here. I'll get you out of here, okay?
As you say that, the masked man, before you kind of cracks his whip again, say, "Now stand down and allow yourself to be taken in, criminal." As he will kind of crack his whip at you and wrap it around your arm.
Suggest you stop doing that, otherwise there will be trouble.
Okay.
You'll take.
Actually, you know what? I'll try to intimidate. I'll
Oh.
actually like kind of like walk up and like try to lean over him with my mask and everything, just kind of like stare into his eyes.
Okay.
I suggest you stand down.
You
Please, for once, please.
Clay, you'll take 1 point of Uh,
As always.
you'll
If
take.
it's anything, if it's anything besides strength, it always fails.
Well, this is what you get for point buying, not rolling.
Exactly.
Whatever. You fucking telling me to point by you, bitch.
I said you had the option of point buy or rolling.
Fucking point by.
I said you. I said the option was available.
You can continue. But
Yes, thank you. Anyway, Clay, you'll take 1 point
Uh,
of lightning damage as you feel like it could have been worse, but you being what you are, you shrug it off without any issue, and you see he's actually kind of like disturbed by how unfazed you are by his, well, basically his, his whip that's supposed to shock people into submission.
Now I'm gonna need you to stand down. We can talk about this. If I have to, I will defend myself.
He's just kind of looking at you and then looking up at Geth. It's like, I will not be intimidated by criminal scum such as you.
How's it feel?
We'll just kind of get a look
Question.
and they go. Can I just like crumple him without my weapon? That won't make it illegal, right?
Question.
Mhm.
Does he have metal armor?
He does.
I know where this is going.
yes.
Yep.
Nice. Nice.
So
Yeah.
heat metal, okay? Which part of the armor are you focusing on? Like chest plates, legs, hands, head.
Well, just like it's the hardest one to get off, right?
Yeah, I will go with chest plate.
Okay. So, Geth, as you kind of looking at this guy, as he kind of like twists his wrist and gets like his whip back, raising it, getting ready to kind of whip at you. You see that the white armor of the white color of his arm begins turning into uh, a dull red to an orange to a yellow. It's getting hotter and hotter. It's like what's going on? It burns! It's like, get off! Get off!
Your goddess is displeased with you.
No! No! I'm in the right! I'm in the right! Ah!
Your goddess disapproves.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and.
Empress.
That's happening.
Well,
Oh,
what's going on? It's just like, okay, come on now.
Alright, he failed that con save.
Third degree.
Is there like any water source nearby?
Let's run me what's your passive perception?
Not good.
Not good?
Uh,
Is it at least over a 12?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then you will notice that there is like I guess the best way is like a water trough, I guess is the best way to put it. Where people who like traveling on horses or have other animals that they, have hauling supplies or something can drink from.
Oh my god, let me help you. You can literally take him by the shoulders, grab him by the shoulders, go over to the water trough, and head first and start fucking.
So you just basically just waterboard him full body into the water trough.
that saves me.
Okay. Head
So,
head first into the water trough. Alright, yeah. So
I will hold him in there until he starts like, fucking wiggling, pull him out, ask him. Are you gonna keep following us?
so as you do, as soon as his armor hits the water, it's steaming already, because it's hot. And as you bring it, and he kind of flails, you bring him up and he's coughing and sputtering. What? Let me go, you giant heathen barbarian!
I'm trying to help you. Fucking put him under the water. Pull him back out. Why? I couldn't hear. What was that?
Let me go, you criminal scum!
You violated the law.
Stop it! Stop!
I'll stop it if you stop.
Uh, let me go! Put me down! Ah!
Pull him back up.
Alright, so this madness is going on. Clay's gonna get the lady to safety.
Dude, I'm trying
Yeah,
to distract him so
yeah,
bad.
she's already like made a run for it. She's like you turn to like help her get out, she is gone. As you can't pull him back out again, he's like, please, no more.
What's the magic word?
Please.
No, no, I forgot the magic word. Wait, fuck.
Abracadabra.
Mag- Magicazam.
Okay, what? No, you fucking put it in back. That's
Oh my god, yeah. He's making it worse.
You go like, okay, I'm gonna stop if you go home to your family now and just forget that this ever happened.
I'm not sure if this should be an intimidation check or a persuasion check.
It's up to him.
Oh,
I'd say intimidation.
yeah.
Give Kev inspiration on that.
Okay. So you kind of pull him out. He's like, oh, what?
Ooh, idiot.
Oh, what?
28! 28! Oh, come on.
I will say you will have advantage on this, Geth.
I don't think this is gonna help, but yeah, here we go.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it did
I
help.
did
Okay.
that.
Or, you know, kind of leans in. I could just not pull you out.
Strap the armor!
Uh,
Oh, the armor's still on him. He's still getting heated.
yeah, he's like,
He's
Oh,
getting the best of both rolls.
alright. If you'll make the burning stop, okay? Okay.
He'll just kind of like slightly turn his head around and go like, can we turn off the heat for a bit?
I mean, the heat is turned off.
Okay.
It takes bonus action to actually do again, so you know, it's just glowing slightly.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
now I'll still hold him, but I like pull him up, like, you know how you would hold a baby? Like, hold him to his face and go
Mhm.
like, so, what will you do next?
I'll
Think
Let-
about your words very carefully.
let the woman go. And
No, you...
will not report this to my superiors.
Okay, just so you know, if you do report to superiors, I do know where your family lives and where you live, so...
Roll me a deception check.
Now, this is part of the intimidation.
Oh,
No, the thing is, like, because he's still, like, you know, and he'll
Ye-
like put him down, pet him on the helmet, on the bucket helmet, like, ding, ding. Very good.
you kind of like kind of adjust his helmet and fix it. He's like, fuck. Damn it, this shouldn't have happened. He's just gonna like turn and run off.
Nice thought. Go back into the, like, go back into the tavern to see that he kind of fucked him there, like, uh-oh. Try to
It's-
pull him back in, like, okay, let's go. Okay,
as you kind of come back in.
let's ask him about the milk.
So as you guys re-enter, there's kind of a mixed air about the place right now. You see that there are like audibly some people like clapping and cheering for you guys, and then you see there are some who are kind of scared and nervous about what happened, and some who seem kind of slightly aggravated against you, but aren't saying anything, just giving you a stink eye.
Yeah, they can eat poop.
Get okay, get kind of sad now. He kind of like, I just imagine him sitting back at the desk, kind of looking at the broken logic, like, fuck, dude, what a waste. Look at it. It's all broken and shit.
So Tara, while you were kind of under the table, that waiter kind of comes up to you and just says, you know, are you all right? Are you okay?
Oh yeah, sure. I'm fine now. Thank you.
All right. You aren't hurt, are you? If you are, we have some medical supplies. I could check you out.
Well, I stabbed my toe, but I think I will be fine.
Okay.
That poor toe.
And he'll just kind of like, uh, as he's just kind of like, just lean down close to you, and it's like, huh, yeah, you smell nice. And
So do
just,
you.
Is everyone else seeing this?
oh, not everyone else. Just since you, this was happening while you two were outside before you
Oh,
came
okay,
back in,
okay.
so it'll just probably be possibly Ryu and Yoru, and definitely Ginkgo. She's definitely seeing all this, but just kind of like not understanding at all what's going on. So as you guys reconvene back inside at your
Oh, there
table.
they go. So did she escape? What happened?
Yeah, she was able to get away safely.
Hmm. Well, maybe a little, thank you.
Yes, thank you, Geth.
There you go.
I really do appreciate you.
Okay, you can buy me another milk jug.
Of course, I'll buy you another milk jug.
Very good.
I'm still under the table, by the way, and I'm just reaching out to get some food from, the table and just say, "Are you happy, Clay? You just,
Wait, what?
you just gave away the thing. Now they're
What?
gonna be after us.
Why are you under the table?
I'm hiding.
From what?
Someone's here, the magic user. Did you see that? Someone hit his armor.
Gandalf kind of wants to go like. You can almost see like his gears starting in his head going like, oh, what? Uh,
You guys caused a massive ruckus. Oh
oh, I
boy.
almost drowned him.
You really blame me?
I mean, he started it. He broke the milk jug, and Clay just wanted to defend it.
Besides, look what he was about to do. He was going to use an electric whip that probably would have hurt someone that wasn't me. And he like kind of like shakes his hand a little bit. Ugh, it's still kind of numb. Against an innocent, and the way she panicked and started using magic, and we're lucky that only the jug of milk broke. Cause imagine if a civilian got hit with that. She would have probably ended up killing someone and regretting it for the rest of her life. Besides, did you hear what he said? He was literally charging me on magic items. Since when did magic items become illegal here?
I don't know. He seemed like one of those, kind of.
Hmm.
I don't know how. I saw this when I walked up before the boat. There was some guards that get intimidated with just how you look, so they just try to be like, try to make themselves feel bigger than used to, so they feel safer.
Right.
Wasn't in my information packet. I think that was a hoax.
That's what I mean. He was making some messed up junk just to get me in trouble.
Are you gonna sit there all day on the table?
Yes, I kinda like it here.
I don't want to.
Yeah. Oh.
I
Oh
mean,
goodness.
you sure? Like, you can just sit here. I mean, whatever you do. Well,
Okay, cool. I'm gonna sit in Gef's lab.
up by
Oh
that
my
portal, okay?
god.
That took a different turn. Okay?
Besides,
You
from what
did
I
say
remember,
here.
Hey, hey, I'm not complaining.
from what I
Okay.
remember Arashi telling me is when someone is known of having magic, they are given the choice to join some kind of organization and becoming not a pawn, but a person for the Empress or whatever. She didn't mention anything about if someone's accused of being magic that they would be forced into what I assume sounds like a prison at this point, with the way that dude was acting.
Well, my information is that you have the choice, but essentially it's a choice of three options only. Expelled from the country, and that is if you are not a really dangerous magician. Join in, or die.
Right.
Those.
There must be like some resistance, right?
I'm sure there is.
like I'm not that smart or like I haven't been around that many parts, but like whenever someone is trying to force something on you, it's almost like nature when you want to resist, right? So like when you're like when your granddad forced you to eat the vegetables and stuff, and you're like, no, granddad, I don't want you. Then she smacked the shit out of you, right? Same thing, right? So just the more you try to resist something, the more they're gonna try to make you do the thing.
As
I
far
don't.
as my limited information goes, that's why there are people fleeing through the uh, Smuggler's Bridge
Mhm.
to Raishan Kingdom.
But why is no one fighting back? That's what I'm surprised about.
Because they have organization on their side. There is a lot of the people.
I mean, especially magicians. Like, shouldn't you guys be like wiggly woogly? And you wiggle your fingers and boom, lightning.
That's not how magic works.
I mean, it looks. It's what it looks. Same it looks to me. I don't know.
Change places.
I mean,
No,
I literally get angry and lightning comes down.
that's
Right?
not how magic works.
It is how magic works. Goddammit.
I was referring to Karst. I'm sorry.
I just. Oh, let's hope. If y'all so worried about that, I'll. If they do come after us, I'll deal with it. I'll pretend
Oh,
like you. I'll pretend like you all had nothing to do with it.
Oh, I
I
had
mean,
nothing to do with it.
like you're not the one that ordered the
Um,
guard, were you?
True, I wasn't the one
To
that
be
did that.
honest, I did make sure that he's not gonna report us though.
Right. As long as
If
we don't.
anything, that it was a God's intervention.
Right. As long as we don't use magic, we should be relatively fine.
Oh shit, I'm gonna have a hard time.
And not threaten every guard.
I didn't threaten him. I just told him what it was. It was easy.
I didn't threaten him. I just held
Yeah,
my
no one
shield in
was.
front of a nice lady.
Yeah, none of us threatened him.
No, yeah, totally no, no.
Nope. What?
I know that you guys are trying to be good, but this is happening everywhere in this kingdom. You can't stop every single one of them.
Fucking
You're
what
just
you?
gonna gather more attention.
Fine, then. Fine,
I
then.
don't. So,
Fine, we'll just take out the Empress then. Fine. Is that what you want to hear, Ryu?
Oh, hey.
Ah, no, that was not.
Oh.
Because it's like, I get what you're saying, but I just can't stand still and watch injustice happen, even if it's the quote unquote justice of this kingdom.
Well, actually, wait. You said something about like once you wouldn't like the what was it like dragon or something interfere if you did something wrong. Well, fire hasn't intervened, right? So technically, we're doing good.
Technically, I guess. So,
Yeah.
I
Guess
don't
more
know.
waterboarding then. Okay.
What? No more water. Oh no. Well, I will just say this. I
Just looks up at the ceiling, kind of raises his fist. I got you.
uh,
look. If there's a library nearby, maybe I can figure out. I'm gonna look for any information I can about Raishin themselves. Hopefully, I'll be able to figure out why or how. If this is what they wanted, why did? If not, why did their teachings become so corrupted, so perverted to this point? You know, I
Wait, what?
honestly
Well,
doubt I'll be able to.
I can take you to the library.
Please and thank you.
Right.
all right.
Like today or like tomorrow? It's kind of late.
What time is it, Carlos?
Um, see, it took you like half a day's travel to get here, so I'd say it is probably mid-afternoon right now.
When those places get closed.
Not yet.
You can study a little bit before it gets to nighttime, I suppose.
Sure, if those things are open, well, like, should we
I
take out our magical ponchos or just susceptibility?
Before we get separated, there is one thing I'd like to share with you guys. Um, Geth, and well, Geth, Yumi, and Yor might not know of this, but me and Clay do. A while ago, when I was adventuring, I asked a couple of blacksmiths where my sword originates from, since it's the only thing connecting me to my past. A few guided me to a different town, and eventually I got, well, a huge lead. My sword originated from the Fujitora Kingdom, but from your description, Yumi, it seems that if I do try to show it to any blacksmith, that would be dangerous, wouldn't it? I don't want to just go showing it to everyone and not get caught and cause a huge problem.
Hmm. Any input from anyone?
Well,
Hmm.
hold up a second here.
Hmm.
So you just know about, like about where he could be, or do you actually have some more information?
I've talked to a lady back in the Raishan Kingdom, a woman by the name of Sakura. Was that right, Karst?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
And
was like a half
she,
ogre woman, or not half ogre, but half orc.
no, she was a halfling
Oh, halfling.
in
That's right. Yeah.
Fujimura.
Yep.
Um, she she could say that my blade was crafted in the Fujitora kingdom. That was the only good lead I have, and I'm afraid now that if I do try to follow this, it will cause us a huge problem.
Um, is the blade magical?
I actually do not know.
Then what harm could it be to ask a blacksmith about the craftsmanship of the blade? I mean,
Well,
Fujitora is vast,
the problem
and
is, sorry, go ahead.
it could have been any one of the cities here. So maybe someone knows the smith who crafted it. Blacksmiths, I'm sure, have some sort of circle and have a, way to mark the blades that they've crafted themselves, and I'm sure somebody could probably figure out, another
Hmm.
smith could figure out where that symbol is and who it belongs to, and where they're located.
Well, yeah, of
Lend it to
course.
me tomorrow.
What?
Lend it to me tomorrow.
Didn't you say that the guards are looking for someone for this with this exact sword? I don't know if you're on point, but you did say that.
I am on point, but I'd also have some contacts here still, and I can also try to see if I can find anything about this blade. I mean, in a magical way.
All right. I think
She
that's the
also,
safest option.
she also did say they're looking for someone that somewhat fits a certain description. And last time I checked, she didn't really look pink or have those characteristics.
The hand same sort, but still, you can at least lend it to me, right?
Of course, just take good care of it.
Uh,
You have to trust someone sometime.
to
I did
give.
trust a few people with my sword.
Oh God. To give a bit of extra info, I guess clarification. The description for the sword given was primarily the sheath of the weapon.
Just take
Mhm.
out the sheath.
Mm.
Wrap it around, Johnny.
Okay. Well, hmm, let me see.
Yeah.
Bree looks over at his backpack and grabs a big piece of cloth.
Hmm.
Can you just wait?
Yeah. The primary describers would be the sheath and the handguard on it.
Sorry, just got
So,
family just came over, but
so
How dare
Reed
they?
would Ryu would wrap the cloth around the katana itself, completely covering it, like giving out the silhouette that it's a sword, a sheath sword,
Hmm.
and then he'd give it to Yumi. There you go.
I will hand you back my rapier.
No need. I trust you, and you do need a weapon to protect yourself.
Well, I do have weapon now.
Just keep the rapier with you. We do not want to attract attention with your other abilities.
Oh, true.
It's true that this has been in my possession for a while. It's my true friend maker.
Like homemaker.
Dear me.
All right, and I'll say with that, we'll end the session there.
Okay.
That was fun.
Out of character, what I'm gonna do is probably go with some informants, see if I can find something. But mainly tomorrow I will like identify spell and
Oh,
try to identify it.
okay. All
Funny
right.
enough, I've never bothered to use identify or ask anyone if it's magical.
Francis.
Believe in the sword.
All right. Well then. Uh,
Cars, you're a boy.
I'm sorry. I thought I'd like to have a little bit of conflict for you guys. I'm sorry if that's so bad.
It is.
Oh, my
Come
Yeah,
on.
my
it's
bad for
it's
giving you guys
cool.
Luckily,
conflict.
it's fine. We handle it like adults.
You
And
did
it's
by
fine.
waterboarding an official.
Did you see any complaints? I didn't.
Out of curiosity,
I love.
who thinks that Yumi actually did anything?
Uh,
I do.
This person with the high passive perception does.
Yeah, same here.
I mean, you know.
How
I feel
high
like
is Ryu's passive?
17. You were literally saying
19.
your god is angry at you. No, it's
Oh,
like
yeah, she did
holy
hit that, didn't
shit.
she?
You said that like under the table, right beside my character. You know, like no shit. You wouldn't have.
I,
Like
That's fair enough.
yeah.
Clay already knows that Yumi's a trickster, so he's just like, okay.
first,
I guess was kind of in
you
a
love.
moment, so he didn't realize he was just like my milk.
Come on, I
Bumble.
never used that spell before. This is cheating.
Well,
He's never.
Eating.
well,
You used spells,
yeah,
but they've never landed.
I will say yeah, maybe I would say probably the only one who would probably uh know that Terra's character casted the spell would probably be Yoru because of her passive perception being so high. Even in the middle of like all this commotion, she could probably notice the casting of a spell. You know, the utterings
Yeah.
of the magical words needed, or even like the hand motions. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I can take it with Ryu and Yoru. I can understand that, but I would be curious if Clay actually would notice.
I don't think Clay would have noticed since he was outside and you were
Yeah,
inside.
yeah.
But
Pretty.
he may assume that someone, probably one of his friends helped out, and the only other real magic caster in the group is Yumi. So,
Maybe it was gas.
if Gav could cast heat metal, that'd be dangerous.
Honestly, I think even if he knew, he wouldn't really bring it up because he knows that Yumi would probably not want to talk about it, so he'd be like, "Fuck you."
She doesn't want that kind of attention.
Yeah, he wouldn't want to bring it up or make her feel like she's doing something. You know.
So, I mean, after all, she said she's just a cheerleader.
Oh, I can
Yeah.
finally fucking rest. I have a free day tomorrow.
Woo!
Oh, sweet.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Oh.
Well,
Alrighty, I will catch y'all next week.
yeah, that was a good session, guys.
Yeah, it was a
Thanks
like
for
it.
talking with me.
Yep.
Too
Uh-huh.
much
Uh,
conflict, Cars. I hate it.
Who are you thanking?
You,
Both Ryu and Jen.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Team
Finally,
building.
Finally,
Anyway,
Ryu opened up a bit.
anyway, I need to get going. I've got things to do. I will catch y'all
Yeah.
later.
Also, you guys may be traveling with
Yeah.
a criminal.
Yay!
Hey, who knows?
Oh my god, I could have been so fucking
Oh,
mean there. Holy shit.
they're definitely traveling with a criminal.
Alright.
I knew it.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye
Take
bye.
care. See you next week.
Ryu,
First,
stay for a bit.
before you go,
Ryu,
um,
Garth, stay for a bit.
Sure.
okay. Yeah.